Reload.
That T1 can go through. It is possible to do this field with it.
As far as the
I bet
standard
that makes sense.
exactly
This is giving you so valuable alongside the gnaw.
Ah.
I don't know. This is execute.
for sure. Anything to really. Ooh, the good Nar the.
Yes, you do. You
I
think.
think
So,
you can
It's
do
a
the
bit.
stuff.
in the way.
Imagine wilderness, you know, that's like,
I can
but yeah, like the stars to actually.
Give me a
It's a no.
He just
I'm enjoying
right?
it is.
right, but I guess
Both this vampires are taken away. Absolutely.
Oh, no, versus
Oh,
one.
no, P1.
It's gonna be.
Oh, I'm gonna go there.
Options was these, which would be would be those options.
I thought I might as well for
Oh
it.
wow. Okay. I know how this works out. Like the arena that feels like Mel on top of that. Maybe I
Yeah.
How the hell do you
Lot of,
fight Steel?
in there?
it sounds in theory.
I think I actually dropped a bit faster than me.
If you're not, yeah.
I think that's really good people.
Yeah.
Listen, really liking this class best champ of that. Like,
Smart. Just the.
yeah. If you're not, like,
Yeah, also PS period.
oh, you know what? I'm back. Just in quite there.
Let's check when the time
But, you know, 80 so much so
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, push it, big time.
50, 54,
It's
55.
Panther's in lane. It's good to deal. You can get it, you can deal your damage, and you can get out
57.
before he has the option to re-engage. And it's, you know, it's slippery. It provides a bit of, but it doesn't really peel smash. And I don't think there's anything that really does something well.
Just checking time as quickly. Like, I'm
Takes
16.
our business.
Okay.
There's
The A-room integration.
ooh.
Time to check. Time to check
Awesome.
quickly. 23, 24, 27, 28, 29.
Wait, 123?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143. Is this good? 45, 46, 47. All good?
I think I'm good.
Or with the bot tower, sorry. I'm not sure if anyone missed. XP there though.
The funny part about this 2v2 is that it's Faker and Doran versus Zeus and Zeka. So it's swapped from what it would have been last year.
Yeah, there is that. It does look like we're gonna see Doran towards the bot side. Zeus not moving at all though. He's gonna hang around, maybe looking for the
I heard it's for Darn. He's so behind now.
Yeah, he's not level 2. Meanwhile, Zeus is gonna head to the bot side and maybe try to pick up tower plates.
Ooh, little E forwards there from Zeka. Gonna land on Faker with a big electrocute trade there. Doran there to follow up, and Zeka just goes down. He S-keys as well. He knows he's screwed up right at the end of that trade. And Faker, person to draw first blood on the Mel.
Doran gets there at just the right time, and yeah, Zeka maybe a bit too aggressive. Also doesn't see Ona, who doesn't actually pick up an assist, but you know, it's still a misplay. Both GPs can be invested by the mid laners.
Yeah, and then Faker, he lands back in. The lane state should be pretty playable for him. Melva Silas, particularly when you're up a kill, he's got that tier in inventory. It's going to be absolutely impossible for Silas to play in carrier. Trying to enter bot here. Finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
Significantly on XP as well. Zeka only just hit 3 off the back of that full wave. So I think Faker's almost a regular wave up.
How many minions are alive? It's not much.
Smash taking an unnecessary tower shot, but having
I think it's only a little bit that he's up.
the time of his life with that top tower. Spot out Peanut here. Delight, sorry.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Like we talked about.
Oh my goodness, it's actually brutal. Yeah, I see you guys are a tiny little bit ahead of me there. As Faker goes down because of that interaction. That's insane. Yeah, I'm at 402, 403, 404, 405, 406, 407, 408.
I'm good again. Cool.
All right, cool. Yeah, sorry. This is my internet is notoriously disgusting.
We'll do some checkups.
I think learning how to play
Plaintiff.
I did see Faker playing this in solo queue, and it did look a lot better.
Oh my goodness. And that, yeah,
Replay finally. I think it was a good idea originally. I think he just doesn't quite read out that Darn is right around the corner, Carry is right behind him. And yeah, the 1v3 doesn't work. The 1v1 I think was good, but the 1v3, yeah, definitely not.
usually 1v3 is not so good. Yeah. That's
That's my expert analysis.
yeah.
I mean, it's the first mistake we've seen from Zeka in the last couple of days. Did get the pentakill on Galio, had a fantastic game 1 in the series. Yeah.
For sure, I think he actually looked good game 2. I think he was one of the best actually. He was the only one who was really in the game that game. So
Nezian.
this is his famous champ, so I'm curious to see what he does.
I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see him on the Akali potentially. As we get deeper, we're guaranteed a game 4 in this series, which is
A lot of these ranged push champs that make Akali so hard to play are gone now. So I definitely think we can see it.
The Azir's gone as well.
The Infernal Drake did spawn a couple seconds ago, and I hope we see a little bit more priority over the Drakes. Just as a bit of a greedy play-by-play caster. I like it when they fight over Drake, man. I like that. That's good.
He should do a push and Peanuts in the area. Owner's all the way to the top, but I don't think they see that. They could take it, but
Trying to get Zeus to shove that wave in so that they can send HLE's bot lane top and look for those grubs.
Ooh, there's an E forwards from Zeka. Actually holds he there for the Mel W. First time I've seen someone play around that. And now he might be in trouble as the Sejuani there to hover, but Delight and Peanut. The gang rolls up for HLE and nothing comes from that play.
They are learning, they're adapting. It's a bit scary.
And the Grub's going to be started up by Peanut. Zona
Who's on vision?
hovering on the top side, going to clear out this control ward.
5 members of HLE walking into this top river. They have absolutely
Yeah, and it's smashed.
AF passer works on.
Ooh, Doran might go down there, force to flash away, but Zeus has his own flash, and he's going to follow up. Big damage, though, on that Gnar, as a little parting gift there from from Doran. But Zeus...
Delight done, I think, buys the time for Zeus to get out there. I think he was about to get eaten by Ona.
Yeah, check out the replay.
See, just chunks it off so fast. Like, yeah, Zeus just gets Mega to save him.
Yeah,
And then the heal as well.
That's a nice timer.
Nice play. That was a very clean execution.
it was. Did Ona go AFK? Was he asleep?
Changing song.
He in the bush and started recalling as his top laner was dying. I would be a bit tilted if I was Doran there.
Yeah.
I think Delight and Peanut have been finding really good synergy again this game. Do you think they did game 1? Lost a bit game 2, but definitely back now. Much better than Owner and Carry, I think, have so far.
It is a bit scary seeing probably the most knowledgeable jungler in the game, if he hasn't looked great so far, alongside Delight, who is almost certainly the best support in the world.
Yeah.
On his champions, for sure. On his champions, yeah.
Most of the time, I think. And he's got such a deep champion pool.
Zona spotted out Peanut. They're just going to
With a good engage.
skirmish around these Krugs here. Nothing going to come from it.
I'm still so scared of the Drake. No one wants to go there.
There's the interaction that we see between LeBlanc and Pantheon. Just that engage doesn't matter too much in that matchup.
My goodness, Viper's damage already on Smash there. Poking him out so aggressively. Is Carry going to land the chains, but there's a bullet time as well. That's a massive investment there from T1. I think they thought they hadn't engaged there, but Delight just pops around the corner and ease it.
Smash does have to cleanse and walk out as that Chains of Corruption manages to connect. Would have killed him. And now T1 are going to have to drop part of this wave. Smash is low. He will be able to pick it up.
I love that we just see that the Pantheon playing the poor man's Braum there. His shield's a bit more selfish. Still gets the job done.
That T1 tower in bot is on its last legs, by the way.
Yeah.
Only about 500 gold up in terms of tower points, I think.
And for a volatile
Hover.
Irelia favored matchup, look at the gold lead in this top lane.
That is the value of getting a kill on Zeus.
This guy can't touch the minions.
And is this champ ever going to be useful?
Yeah, real talk, probably not. As Carry's here to hover, but
I doubt it.
I think there's a dive coming through for HLE. Delight doesn't have the flash, but has the ignite, and Carrier might be the target. Actually, it's Doran. He's walking to try and save the wave. Bal's FFS over here. It's a good death, guys. There he goes.
Yeah.
Just
Just
check
pulled
it
out
out and
on
Drake.
Zeus with a great mega timer. There's a ward behind Smash here. He might be in a bit of trouble if HLE just to commit to this.
I think for now they're just happy taking that Drake. Grubs are coming up soon as well.
Very glad to see that Drake's getting some priority in this game.
Me too.
Gonna get that advantage.
Scuttlecrab now next on the agenda, but it's 14 seconds till Grubs, and that I think is what both these teams are going to want to fight for, is Faker poking out Zeus there. Chains of Corruption just sidestepped calmly. Faker been here before, but Zeus, he wants more there. There's a Pantheon ultimate in the fray, but he gets immediately locked up and almost once sends Owner into the wall as Peanut now on a rampage. He's doing insane, but Doran, he wants to close the gap here. He wants to get something done. No, Panther, you need to save you this time, Delight, and down he goes. Faker's damage a little bit too high. And it's a good play, I think, for T1.
Doran answering back, but Oda does go down. It means that HLE will be able to deny the Grubs at the very least, possibly taking one or two of them. It would be so valuable. We've seen both games so far. The team that gets 6 Grubs wins it. Smash got one. Bye.
I think he's happy with 4. Never mind.
I'm gonna.
Does he have the bot lane? Or just the replay?
There's pings
Good
coming
try.
down in that bot side. Yes, they've got vision in that bot side.
Wait, I think I might be a bit ahead of you guys again.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll do the timer after the game here. Zeus' mega timer is so good. Just locks up Owner and Peanut over the wall. Locks him down. Peanut. Well, I'll tell you when Delight dies. Delight just died.
Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely ahead then.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to come
11:51, 52, 53, 54.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
All right, cool.
I think if Doran had one or two,
Actually, they did end up getting the 6 grabs, yeah.
yeah, if he had the flash, if he had this ultimate there, that could have been a triple for Doran.
Yeah. That was a W forward from Delight.
Fight, but this is still a very good game state for Mona.
That's a lot of damage coming out of LeBlanc with very few items.
Base damage version.
Doran's holding the freeze on top wave here.
A little bit of a lull state until we see that Drake's. I mean, okay, they're not going to go for Drake. But I think both teams are pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what the item breakpoints for Mel are, but I assume probably 2 items. He's gone for the tier, so he definitely wants that stacked before he does much else.
He will get his first item. Apparently Mel stacks quite quickly because you don't typically see Archangel stacked till at least that second item. Smash is going to be building towards the Bloodthirster, which makes so much sense. Doran, I don't think knows about the second.
He could be in trouble here. With Peanut.
No, there's question mark pings on the top side.
Whoa, HLE, they want this. It's Delight who's at the helm. And if he steps up even a tiny little bit, he's going to get W'd in the face, but there's just a Comet Spear on the wave. And he walks it off.
Bit risky by Doran to hold the W in favor of just walking up and auto-attacking, but manages to make it work. Both ADCs now have the first item completed.
You wouldn't expect to see much of a fight here, but that might be what's going on as Zeka just ease away from the LeBlanc. And again, these teams just prodding at each other. Nothing going to come from it at all.
Seeing what they can find.
Does anyone know what Mel's ult's called?
No.
Well, that sucks.
I can look it up very quickly.
Go, Robo, go. While he's doing that,
Mel's ultimate is called Golden Eclipse.
Golden Eclipse, got it. Locked in.
Wow.
Yeah. I call it kill steal button. Experience I have with it.
That's a good, yeah. That's true. That's what it does. There's a few ults like that in the game, though.
Yeah, not so effective, I think.
Jax Pike would have other things to say about that. It's just the reflect interaction on the Varus Q. Bang, right in the back in the face of Viper. He's going to regret building Poke Varus, I think.
Yeah, to the Mel, that's an interesting build choice. Just pokes you back.
Well, Robert would say it's always an interesting build choice.
The Misfortune Strut immediately, though. It breaks that shield.
That's true.
And I think alongside the Nidalee, you have to have something like the Poke Varus to make that pick work. And to make it justifiable.
So you have to see just how much damage Faker can do. Drake's going to
Maybe we're
spawn.
gonna see a Drake fight now.
Yeah, it looks like it. Holy, a bit of an engage there. Zeka used the LeBlanc ultimate to TP out of Irelia E there. It's not an interaction I thought I'd be seeing today in HLE versus T1, but also in HLE versus T1. We might see Delight getting picked. That's what's going on. So he just walks out yet again. A fake engage from T1, just prodding at HLE, trying to find a mistake.
Absolutely not going to invest the Glacial Prism there. Could potentially have gotten it. Peanut taking a lot of damage with the rebuttal.
And carry up.
Does the Viper.
So aggressively positioned as the Drake drops down to 2.7k HP. That's a massive spear landing on Ona. And I wonder if this fight is going to break out, or if T1, they just want to take the Drake and disengage, but Peanut might have other ideas. It's smited away by Ona. And nothing really going to come from it. Glacial Prison going to land. There's the engage from Delight. Ona immediately drops. And T1, maybe they want the re-engage here. Maybe they want to keep going. Doran has flash, has ult. If he wants to use it, so does Zeus. But Zeus is not mega as Peanut. Ooh, snipes Doran. A lot more damage there. HLE happy with that fight, though, as they can walk over to their Herald.
T1 do stop the Drake stacking for now. It is possible that by 26 minutes we see 3 times as many Drakes
The big thing is Hexexel. I think both these teams absolutely love that.
Yeah, there's so much more value.
Usually has a spear.
There's a 2000 HP Rift Herald here.
Lands a Q. Like, yeah, the slow's gonna have crazy value.
Yeah, and for Carrier as well, making it so much harder.
Oh my goodness, flash forward from Zeus, and he just knocks Carrier into the wall, and then knocks him up. In the other sense of the word knock up, like as in impregnate, is what came to my head there. And now Zeus trying to walk away. It's not something I should say on broadcast. It's a hard sell Sejuani running around the rift, but Delight's skewering it with his own W, doing absolutely no damage. Back to a lol state.
Is the UI not functional, or does he have 0 hard steel stacks?
No, yeah, he's got 0. That's what we're looking at.
Okay, good to know. Personally, more of a fan of the Zeeks or even the Locket Sejuani, but
He's managed to buy an entire Giant's belt without getting any stacks as well, by the way.
yeah.
That's
So now we look at this Drake fight. Check out what happened here.
no steal. But Viper just finds a nice ult. I don't think the owner once like saw that coming even.
Yeah.
Just completely blows up.
What's the
Usually you
first
just leave
of
three.
CC that lands onto Ona there? Because he dashes forward. Oh, it's the Chains of Corruption, Viper.
Yeah, it's the Varusol, yeah.
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 And that's why he gets blown up because of the stacks. I think Zay's finding that pick there as well. I think it gives HLE so much room to breathe on that top side.
Space, yeah.
Level
It's
11.
Still, you know, it still does a lot of damage. It's still scary. Even if it's only level 7.
But it does fall off. It's not getting resources. It has to do something sooner rather than later. And I think that's really what T1's comp is about right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to find some value in these earlier picks.
The level 11.
Rally's not getting stronger. Hog's not getting stronger.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then literally
I don't know if L scaling is amazing.
that's L scaling is quite dangerous, but it can get picked.
Ooh, there's a fight in bot lane here. There's Glacial Prison just landing on Zeus, and he gets locked up and sent to hell. Don't know what happened there, but down goes Zeus, and nothing really going to come from that for T1, but it's a nice little pick.
They did at some point get that bot tower. Looks like Delight's walking.
Ooh, Delight. You don't want to face check that, my friend. There's an Aurelia waiting there for you, and a Pura riding Sejuani. No W to save in this time, no E as well. He flashes over the wall, but he's just going to get sent as well with his teammate down to hell. And now Zeka steals away the Aurelia ultimate, but he can't really use that to any effect.
Yeah, T1
Messing
messing
too
too
hard.
badly. It is. Take another look at how Zeus dies here.
Yeah, we missed the start of this. It's just an engage from Doran.
And then here, where Delight dies, Ono tanks the tower for so long, it's fantastic. I think he gets his first heartsteel stack right there.
Congratulations.
And Doran doesn't mess up the flash. Zeka's chase. Yeah, not gonna find anyone.
It's back to live now. It's 1 minute till the Hextech Drake spawns, but the word on everybody's lips is Atacon. Because that's spawning in 10 seconds time, and HLE, they're looking for priority.
I think it's gonna be very scary for both teams with the Otacon on one side, the Hextech Drake on the other side. Like, what's gonna go wrong?
HLE gonna try and equalize out the towers with the Herald. T1's so much closer to taking out the mid-tier one.
Shard is in. The chain's going to miss by carrier.
Just with this.
They're just going to walk back topside, HLE.
And I'm not quite sure how Smash is up 700 gold. I think that's just tower plates that he was able to pick up in that top side. But he is up a significant amount on his opponent.
Yeah. He has a talent for just making these things appear as the Glacial Prison locks up Peanut. There's a bullet time, but it's just going to get one shot. Viper sends him down. The Q lands on Smash, and it just kills him. Now Atacon started up immediately by HLE.
And Zeus has the Mega there. That was just a beautiful answer. T1 think they have the pick with the Glacial Prison, but it doesn't matter because Viper answers back with the Chains of Corruption and Smash gets deleted.
I think there's a fight here, though. T1, they don't want to give this Voracious Atacon over freely. And Carrier uses the Hex Gate to signal the start of the fight. There's Zeus flashing, eating forwards, forcing out Faker's Flash, using his ultimate to send Owner into the wall. And 5,000 HP left on this Atacon as Delight and Carrier skirmishing on the bot side of the fight. Doran Q's on top of Zeka. He's going to eat out of it. And now Owner wants to stack up his passive on Zeka. Has the Heartsteel stack. He almost gets one shot, but he flashes out of the damage. Zeka's barely alive as Carrier takes him out with his own flash. 2,000 HP on Atacon, but it looks like it's going to leash as the fight might reset here. HLE don't have the HP pools, no resources left to continue pursuing this Atacon. Delight might get punished for his teammate's overstay. There's a Heartsteel stack coming through yet again for Owner as he goes down. Now Carrier wants to dive this tier 1 tower. 3 remaining members of HLE, all on a sliver of HP. Chains of Corruption going to be sent, I don't know, into a bush. And the fight...
And that's the nature of the Atacon.
Yeah.
It does so much damage and it shreds resistances. So T1 with the re-engage, even though Zeus has Mega and just like finds a decent ultimate, Doran's able to get so much more damage than he ever should there onto Zeka.
Ooh.
And he just gets taken out by Carrier, who
Ooh.
for about the 5th time this series has the most incredible flank angle I've ever seen.
Yeah, Zeus got very aggressive there in a trade on mid. And he almost lost his life for it.
Back to the pick on Smash, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys hit the ults and wow. Suddenly Varus is so good into the MF, completely closed up when it's ulting. We see the fight. We see Doran TP's in, I think. Well, Zeka walks in. Yeah, Viper and Peanut just pretty like 0 armor, 0 MR now.
And then there's this 1v1 which turns into a 2v3 on Doran.
Zeka does, of course, have the resistances still.
Oh my god. Because Doran gets all his damage off right before he dies as well.
But yeah, Carrier just plays the pocket so well.
And then smashes back up, and it's too hard for HLE to continue. Delight goes down as well. Zeus is so low. Viper's trying to get some poke back.
We do see Peanut take the Hextech Drake now on live.
Yeah.
That's a nice little
Doesn't get
bonus.
enough response, although they do have the control on the Otacon now.
It's a nice little bonus there for HLE.
They will get priority T1, but they don't have that top tier one, which means that HLE have such an easy time getting it back. You can't push far.
Looking at a 1k gold lead as well for HLE. We'll see if they're able to use that in a fight. Obviously, the last fight looked a little bit too messy, not as clean as HLE's comp would like. They got punished for it.
Didn't quite get into it as much as they would want. You have to use Viper and Peanut together. You have to get that value out of that composition that you're playing.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue as well. It's a 1k gold lead, but that's all on Nidalee, who will always be ahead of Sejuani, and a Pantheon, which is like, yeah, what's he gonna do with gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry's actually behind. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carrier tries to pop Viper's spell shield, and he does exactly that. That's annoying. If you're Viper. Oh my goodness, there's an off-flash forwards and forces out Smash's cleanse. Jesus Christ. Viper, chill out, bro.
Traded for cleanse. They're trying to invest the ultimate as well.
What?
They're not gonna get
Everybody running out.
Yeah, must have been. That's what you hope anyway. That's what Zeka tells himself at night.
Both teams pushing side lanes at the same time.
Yeah.
Actually have recovered the priority around Atacon and around Baron, which is now spawning.
That's scary at this point in the game. Because if you lose one fight, then you automatically lose the other, and that is completely game-ending.
Yeah, and the scary thing for HLE is they tried to play the Atacon and it didn't really work out, but Baron's harder to play, especially against Misfortune and against Mel. Because you've just got so much AoE and so much teamfight power when you're in that smaller choke point. It's really
Especially the red side MF, where you can use the safety of the Baron wall to just ult over
My.
and eat you back.
absolutely. That's
I want to
key.
point out quickly, Carrier just lost half his HP through a Celestial opposition to a 0-stack Varus Q as Doran's taking a trade on bot side. Holy, looking like IRL King on the mechanics here. He's doing so many dashes so quickly, but he's just getting taken out anyway. You can be IRL King on the mechanics, but it doesn't really matter when Peanut's in the fray. And down he goes.
Yeah, that was odd. Okay.
A 40-second death timer, so what does HLE do here? Shooting posture around this Baron Otacon.
They're going to need more.
Okay, Doran sees Peanut, and yet he still goes forward.
I don't know. he's out, right? After the spear lands. But he's just thinking,
And you had light ults in behind. Question mark ping it.
as you should.
Bring a bit of fun.
10 seconds on Dorn. He does have TP.
But here comes the Atacon Force from HLE, and I think this is the type of play that
They got some great burst.
it could win them the game if it goes well. Zeus has flash and ult. He's in Mega right now. They try to turn on him, but he just ease out of the way, and HLE now, their main engage tool is about to turn mini.
They're going to use Zeka to get the mid-tier one.
Hold that thought, though, because Delight might be in trouble. It's Carrier to find the angle, potentially. There's a spear landing on Peanut, because he threw it at Faker, but he just redirected it back in his face. It's a nice little counter pick. Mid tower does go down.
Zeus can move back up towards Mega now. He's getting there.
Ooh, here comes the engage. Ona actually screws it up. Q barely goes wide, and he doesn't get the reset on the cooldown as Carrier gets one-tapped on the bot side by Zeka. Atacon secured. Ooh.
Zeus with the Mega health doesn't die to Faker's ultimate there. Wow, okay. 2 minutes and 12 seconds of that Atacon buff, and the Baron's available for them.
Hextech Drake spawning in 1 minute too, yeah.
Quick. Otherwise, you're trading one for the other.
Let's look at the replay of this fight. It's all on Ona's mistake.
Yeah, the Zeka just buys the carrier flat and he just one-shots him.
Oh.
HLE does, T1 doesn't find the way in, and yeah, that's Otacon gone.
It kind of stems from Doran on the bot side as well. It's the only reason HLE were able to get into that position in the first place was Doran thinking he's Mechanic Kid on Irelia. But he's actually a corpse.
I think that top side Otacon is so tough to play. If you just get out of control in the tri-bush, red side is no way of getting in anymore, without going completely around.
Carrier.
No way of getting
When Irelia is dead, you get the time to put that control word.
Yeah.
Is she opting for Drake now? I mean, you think it's just free?
T1 hoping they can get the side tower. Zeka's invested.
Just.
There's TP coming through. We might see another 1v1 here. Doran might be filling himself. Zeka just dashed out of the E. I would have loved to see that. That's the Pantheon ult again. And the pings immediately. You see the missing pings. They were from T1 this time. Drake goes down.
Fun now.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
And that's the whole point. 400 life. Still a mega stack on their Atacon buff, yeah.
I want to see the force thing on Baron.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds.
Out of MF, got both suns you could take. I mean, basically all flashes except for Sejuani.
Walking and trying to get vision.
Still got...
40 seconds now, you're really risking stuff.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Q reflected in Zeus' face there.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen the Mel do this game, to be honest. Is just like reflect stray skill shots and nothing else. Kind of a for fun champ. Actually, she did kill herself one time, actually, with a Silasy. I did see that. That happened too. Is HLE gonna posture around this Baron?
When it comes to accusation, Smash is 600 gold up, but he is down an item. Viper's build is so much cheaper. The lethality is much easier to build than the Infinity Edge.
Yeah.
Ash is gonna finally complete that item though.
Otacon now gone. But this 1k has gone to a 3k gold lead now. I think HLE is very comfortable. If they get the soul, the slows, and I mean with this LeBlanc dropping off, game's only getting harder for Irelia.
The Gnar doesn't have as much CS as you really want it to though. That is one thing.
Pressure's definitely on T1 to find a pick here, and they might do that in Delight, but he just eats off all the damage. As he's been doing the whole game.
Okay, so Ona has 1 or 2 stacks of Heartsteel so far this game.
Oh my god, yeah.
Be generous and say 2.
Yeah, what the heck? That is such a weak little Heartsteel stack item there. Is T1 going to be forced out of their own jungle by HLE just posturing? The amount of aura coming off this team is... You can feel it.
The pit is still very nice.
Yeah. T1 still have
Wow, no damage.
Wow.
17k. Actually, Peanut with the second hoist on Italy, my bad.
That's rare to see. I mean, he's had a good game. You can't deny that.
third damage.
Yeah.
I think he's opting for the Leandri's Horizon Focus build, so I guess it's a a bit more of a tanky, supportive Nidalee than the traditional the Salsa we see from Canyon or Owner.
Whoa, my goodness, the Varus Q and the Nidalee Sphere and the flash forward from Delight. How much stuff can they throw at this T1 bot lane? And it's just going to be too much. It's enough, that's for sure. Both of them just get killed from 2 screens away. All of the abilities being used by HLE, and it just lands.
It hits. It gets them 2 kills. Viper, Chains of Corruption, managed to land on Carrier, who's taken out immediately. Smash followed up. And, yeah.
Boots of Swiftness immediately purchased, by the way, by Smash. Smash. So hard for T1 to play, but they need to do it.
Follows up. And, yeah, T1 are not going to be able to get this Baron.
They're going to try, though, I think. Are they stealing it? Did he just steal the Baron? There's no way. He just sent it in there, Owner, but all 3 members of T1, there's only 3 left. It's going to be on Doran here and Faker. Faker goes down straight away. Doran can't keep this Baron buff alive as HLE. Oh my goodness. HLE take out the remaining members of T1. And a clutch steal from Owner. All it does is equalize the gold somewhat. But it's a big task to equalize the gold. Jesus.
There's a plus 6. Corruption. Wow. Plus 625 from that tier 2 top. And I don't think the gold's so equal anymore.
No.
Gold lead for everybody going into this last fight on Soul Point.
Yeah. So look at.
See the engage here.
I think it's Peanut.
Oh, Delight. Oh my god. It's just disgusting.
And that's MF, Cleanse, and Flash gone for the soul fire. That's we're gonna see when we go back to live.
Yeah, and we look at this Baron still again. You were right. It's so messy.
What is it?
13.
13 HP. 26. Wow. That's a fuck up by Peanut.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Doran sends it in.
Use the 3D fight.
Because he tries to Q smite it with the bonus % damage health on Nidalee.
Just miscalculates.
Yeah.
Oh, did Faker just steal the blue buff? No, but he's going to lose his life for it, that's for sure. Zeka wanted to land that E. Chains of Corruption just comfortably sidestepped by Faker, but the Varus damage is absolutely absurd. There's the flash forward from Zeka, and he's going to take what he rightfully deserves. And Faker's life goes down as Delight going to send it, but there's a massive bullet time, going to save his mid laner just for a little bit. As all the HP bars of T1 now depleting down to 0. Zeus has the Mega coming up. There's a Heartsteel stack on him that is definitely never going to be procced as Doran decides to end his own life. A little bit faster than HLE would have ended it for him. And now the bot tier 3 going to go down. I think that might be the game, ladies and gentlemen.
You might have noticed that Carrier jumped in on the back line, but he was only alive for about 0.3 seconds.
Oh, goodness gracious me, Peanut. Absolutely one-shots Owner there. Ah! He lives! He lives! The boy who lived. And his Nexus definitely isn't going to live. As Smash now tries to 1v1 Zeka and is put in the ground by Viper and Peanut. Carry up. Nothing to do but watch. As GG! That's game 3.
Wow. Oh my god. That was close till it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
That Icon fight was very telling of how the game ended up going.
Yeah, I know. We're getting better at this.
I think Peanut overall actually had a decent game there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it looks very good. Much more supportive than Nidalee. They played it very well.
Yeah, but
That was even damage that really held it up.
that does take almost all of his champions out because the Vi's gone, the Nidalee, which apparently he can outplay, is gone, the Sejuani is gone, and the Scum is on permaban. So
Yeah, game 4 of Fearless. This is when it gets really stupid.
They start bringing out the weird stuff. Yeah, we're going to see Scions and the Niveas and... Yeah. I wonder if they let through Skarner, you know? Just to see.
yeah, Twitter and the chat are going off.
They probably hate Smash, no? Because, oh my... Look at the Viper damage.
Only Viper beats him. Wow.
6 scrubs as well to HLE yet again, so continuing the trend.
Yeah, and it was close till it wasn't. That 25-minute mark is where the gold lead just loses.
Yeah, that's the Atacon fight.
Just as champs, LeBlanc, Aurelia started to fall off so hard.
I don't think the RLA did much, did it?
Was that good late?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that useful.
No, I'm pretty sure that LeBlanc, Aurelia, and Mel, all 3 of them, almost did nothing. Like, to be clear. Like, I don't actually remember them doing anything.
Yeah, but the Galio's been banned all 3 games. There's Ari available, there's Akali available. We very interesting mid lane matchups. Talia, Yone, all still up.
This game started with Faker getting a solo. Oh my goodness. This play. Death.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Mike can just eat the bullet time. He's not the type.
Right. I'm gonna go eat my dinner and then I'll be back when next game starts. All right. We'll see you soon, boys. GG's. Yes, it should be. It should be working. Okay, cool. Okay. Hello.
I'm not sure if you've reloaded your stream, but we are in draft at the moment.
Yes, I have.
Okay,
We're R3 ban.
and guys, Skarner Callista were taken away by red. Exciting.
What?
I know.
No way. No
The
way.
Nautilus and the Maokai are all going to be crossed off, and that leaves questions as to what sport is going to be. Because both of these sports have interesting champion balls, but
It's the Galio ban.
down there.
I think this gives a lot of room for ADCs here, especially.
It
I think you might see this. Well, okay, never mind, because there's the Caitlyn, so that immediately takes away some of that room. The last lane bully left.
Elise, there is that option for the support with Caitlyn.
Feel we'll see it.
What's the answer into that? Because the Siv's up and available, and I think into Caitlyn and Elise, it does work. Corki, also another option that you could flex mid or AD carry.
And let's see. Let's see what they got cooking for us.
There's going to be a Corki lock.
They're going for it.
No. Okay.
Not a very successful champion, but
We've seen this all of last year as well. It's not.
that's Viper's Corki.
Oh, we'll hope. We'll hope so. It's got a 27% win rate of 22 games. I believe it's won 6
Not
of 22
great.
games. And they're going to take away the Elise.
Oh, they pick away the Elise.
Some scary
does make
champs.
I think we're going to game 5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Those scary champs for HLE fans.
Absolutely terrifying for any of us who like interesting games with lots of kills.
It's a T1 respond.
I mean, Lux is open.
We'll see if they.
I'm sure Kerry has something cooking.
I don't think it's Zed, but it could be. You never know. I don't think it's Talon either.
The Jax and the Gale are available.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll go towards a topside pick there. That does make a lot of sense. These champion pools are starting to get whittled down, particularly in top. We'll see if Zeus cooks here with an Anivia, Twisted Fate, something like that. Gragas is available, I do want to point out, and that is quite a good matchup into the Jax, I do believe.
I think if they don't pick Peanut here, I'm a little bit scared. Because, like, they're just going to... Like, if T1 banned 2 more junglers, you've already shown that your Nidalee you can't play. You can't play Zyra. You can't play Xin Zhao. You can't play Vi. You can't play Sejuani. What the hell do you play if you're Peanut?
Yeah, Aatrox is going to be the hover.
The Aatrox.
It is interesting when you're playing with this kind of a mid laner. Kennen something you could look towards in the Jax matchup.
Okay, this
Don't love
excites
this.
me. I like this.
You may love this, but I'm not a huge fan. I would have preferred to see the Gragas.
I agree.
Well, we'll see how it works out for Zeus. He's definitely a competent Aatrox player. My question is going to be, what do Hanwha Life go towards in the bot lane? Do they keep the Corki bot, or do they flex it mid? Because it does have quite a hard time into this lane bully lane that T1 have here.
For sure. I don't think they want to opt into the lane swap too hard either, just because it's so bad for Aatrox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And particularly
The
versus
thing is, though,
Caitlyn.
what ADC is left that can match the Caitlyn? Because Varus is gone, Ashe is gone, Ezreal's gone, Jin's gone, MF's gone. There's not much, like, it's just the scaling ADCs left.
Could it be Draven Elise? Like, you play something fully psychopathic, and you try to just, like, one-tap it?
That'll be a treat to see.
I still think that the Sivir gets value here. But yeah, we could see something like Draven Elise. Jinx is up and available. That does pair okay with Elise.
It's just the range is so
Viper's also
hard.
not really a Draven player.
Yeah. No Ziggs as well. So they can't really neutralize the matchup, and I think we could be seeing Zeus have to lane swap versus Caitlyn Karma.
Yeah, a couple of junglers still up and available. Lilia, Nocturne, Viego, Kindred. But no... Sorry, Lilia's taken out. Jarvan is up and available. But no AP, really. Seems like T1 will have to opt towards an AP mid laner instead.
Another scary thing for HLE is that all the good tank junglers not really there anymore. You can't play Maokai, you can't play Skarner, obviously. No Sedge, so the team comp is fairly squishy, particularly if Zeus falls behind.
Ari, Akali, Talia, Orianna, Zoe, all mage mid laners that you could go
Diana
for.
jungle.
No way.
It is likely to be jungle, yeah.
It's strong this patch.
I
It's
guess it is
reasonable.
tank as well, isn't
There
it?
you go. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, it's played with that that unending despair build. The Ari up and available. Talia is the answer to that. It might be a bit too easy for Hanwha to match it, but it does force Corki bot if you do choose that.
Yeah.
There we go. It's locked in. Now I wonder what the last pick here is for Ona.
Viego's still available. It's not bad, and it's okay with the Ari.
Now that's a very ballsy pick if he picks in that
I
Graves.
think it's the Graves. Yeah.
I think it's going to be
Viego's a good
or
shout.
Jarvan. Jarvan is another champion that I think could work. Kindred also. It's going to be the Viego.
There you go.
All right.
Makes sense. You want actually a little bit of melee beefiness for this T1.
We are playing on 15.3, aren't we?
Yasuo.
Oh
No way.
Yasuo mid.
Okay, Yasuo mid. Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
Zeus
Zeka.
on. Wait, what? Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I had a bean moment.
Interesting.
This makes sense. You definitely don't want to be playing Corki into Ari. That is a miserable matchup, no matter how good you are.
Yeah.
Honestly, they can get this Diana in. That's a very nasty dive that that HLE have set up for themselves now.
And the thing that
Yeah, the question is up to who though, because
Thing is, yeah, well,
Yeah.
Caitlyn can keep them out. Karma can keep them out. Then Ari's so slippery.
Caitlyn can space them. Ari, Jax, and Viego are also slippery.
oh, here we go. We're gonna load
And
into the rift now.
Let's see.
So, yeah,
This is a hard one to call.
Yeah. The thing to watch out for is
I'm
definitely
hoping
gonna be
for
bot. So if they lane swap or not, Corki at least has insane dive threat if they do lane swap, and if they don't, then that's an extraordinarily explosive bot lane, and so that 2v2 could be something special.
Yep.
listen, I'm hoping for a game 5. I really want us to see some AP top laners.
I want game
This series is
5 too.
delivering.
I want game 5 too.
I'm hoping for a Gragas, a Nivea,
Gragas via
even a Mordekaiser, which we've seen so far.
I mean,
I'm gonna
Pe-
miss a
something-
game 5,
something
so I'm
AP
hoping
in the top
for
lane.
this to be over.
if we get to
Or
game
like,
5, Peanut's really running
Galio
out.
through, bro. Like, come on.
Peanut is full out of gas if we get to game 5. That's gonna be tough for him. Yes, here we go.
We still have the Nocturne, we still have the Jarvan, but no priority towards those.
Important to inspect the skins as well here. Goldstaff Jax is beautiful. That's the prestige Aatrox skin right there for my good friend Zeus.
No, it's the regular Prestige Aatrox skin, not the DRX skin, right?
No, yeah, not the DRX one.
We don't talk about the DRX one.
My game timer check, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, we good? 53, 54.
Yep, I'm good.
Alright, cool. I'm excited to see Zach as Yasuo.
People are really hard forcing this lane swap here.
I'm not excited to see this HLE bot lane. I don't like it. It does nothing in my mind.
Oh. Luckily for you, you're not going to get to see it lane. Because we are, as Dan said, this is a hard force lane swap.
Yep, it does make sense. I mean, you want Caitlyn top no matter what, I think. Because it gets so much time alone with the turret, and it gets so much gold value.
I think Darn is standing on Viper's ward right now. Yep.
So I think this makes sense for T1.
Could be a bit of pressure down here already.
Doran spots it out.
Now Doran knows, for sure, that HLE also opted into this lane swap. And he's not going to have any fun for the next 5 minutes.
Yep.
It's absolutely brutal.
My display is a little bit bugged here, as I can't see what runes Viper's opted for. It's not the
Does
Halo
Hayes want to be walking here?
He's going to walk over a ward if he continues. And he's going to be kept out, I think. He did just see...
I
Owner
think they
on the
may have
position.
already seen him on that bottom one, the Raptor ward.
Yeah. But how the hell does he enter?
I don't think he does. I think he is denied the next 2 waves. And maybe Zeka has to come up and help him.
This is an awkward dive to play for T1 with where Owner is now.
Zeka's
Oh,
playing this
Owner-
so mechanically well. I want to point something out. Sorry, I know I'm stealing a job here, but this is very interesting. Is that HLE when they show Zeus on midwave, usually you 3-stack a wave like we're seeing HLE do here to dive Doran. Sorry, I'll hold this thought because Doran's just being cocooned, locked up, and he might go down here. There's Peanut trying to finish him off. The Ignite actually didn't do it, but Viper, surely 1 auto attack's all it's going to take. It's going to take 2, actually. And there goes the life of Doran. But I was going to say, as we just saw, HLE, usually what you do is you 3-stack a wave and then you dive on it, right? That's what usually happens. But when Zeus showed on mid, T1 sped up their crash in top to do a 2-stack so that they could force Zeus off the wave like they did. Like they could zone him off at tier 2 tower. So look at this replay.
Yes.
Just the least burst, and Doran's still level 1. Gets absolutely nothing.
Does
I mean, I guess he
also
gets a
level
few
10
extra
yet?
minions.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. No.
Oh, it's so brutal.
Maybe if he'd flash or
Maybe
might
would've-
be able to flash
He might have
auto-
just gone it if he one more minion.
Yeah.
But I think actually pretty happy with that. They get the kill in the lane swap. T1 doesn't. I think even plays even as well.
Ooh, W forward from Viego.
Yeah.
Gonna be repelled there by Delight. Nona gonna be rebuffed in the topside jungle. Get absolutely nothing for his trouble.
Bot tower is a lot weaker pre 5 minutes.
There's a little trade
Another
there from
trade in
Zekra. Actually gonna land a
Oh.
knock up. Charm is gonna land from Faker through the wind wall somehow. There's the back end of the trade. Very favorable for Zekra. Here's Peanut, forces out Faker's
Wow.
flash. And that is not nice for
Nice.
T1.
Alright, Hanwha gonna head back up to the top side. I think they're fairly confident that Doran's down a bit of XP there on Zeus.
Watch out for the dive on Viper here, I think.
Yeah, Delight not
Light
really
isn't even-
walk up. He's
Not really there.
out if he ever walks on vision, but they know he isn't top right now.
If he shows on
He
mid,
might
I
be
think
respond on
Viper
Faker
is going to
instead.
die. He does show on mid. There's an
Whoa!
E-Flash from Delight, punishing Faker's
Ow,
lack of
okay.
flash there. And he goes down straight away, but here comes the trade play from HLE, and can they get it done? It's going to be Ona to start the play. He has to land his W, has his flash available. Viper has flash and barrier. He dodges out of the Ona W there with his own Valkyrie, and now the dive is looking a little bit scuffed for T1.
Whoa.
Great flash from Viper. Dodges the headshot damage from Smash, and here's the redive attempt from Ona. He's going to get the kill. Finally, Viper goes down, but it's a beautiful little attempt there to stay alive. Isn't rewarded, though.
He does live for quite a while. I don't think he
Basically,
managed
so
to
many
dodge
more time and
Ona's W,
resources.
but he did manage to get out of range and avoided quite a lot of the damage. It took Ona forever to get on top of him and then had to back out immediately and go for that redive, as you said.
Yeah.
He's not too upset though, he'll head mid and catch himself a wave.
I was on the cannon wave, so Zeka does actually pick up a lot of that left zero CS.
Just cancelled Smash's recall, too, in the top side. Awkward reset timers. So take a look at this E-Flash from Delight.
Yeah, just really well played.
Just clean.
Times it with that tornado as well. All
Those are
these
flashes
ones
down.
make-
I think he goes into a trap.
Yeah,
Oh.
could be.
It's a nice flash.
They do get carrier's heal, but in the end it's... Yeah, they get carrier's heal, owner's flash. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all.
Frames away from going 1-for-1 as well, Viper. So the grub's going to be started up by HLE.
Peanut, I think, leashed a grub there. Pulled it a bit too far.
Ooh, Cocoon going to land on Ona there, and there's the engage from Zeka. Lands his own tornado. Immediately
blow
ults on
him
top
up.
of it, and down he goes. There's a Spirit Rush from Faker as the fight settles down a tiny little bit. There's a Charm waiting to use it any second as Viper forced the Valkyrie over the wall, but Faker can chase it with his own Spirit Rush if he chooses to. But nothing going to come from it. HLE take the grubs.
Yeah, actually making it work so
Ooh,
far.
oh my goodness, Cocoon lands.
His lead support looks good. I don't think it usually looks this good.
Yeah, and when
Light's
Delight's
really just finding his opportunities, getting the burst
I
off.
expect to use
Very
it in
clean.
queue more often than not, but yeah, he's finding opportunities around the map.
Well, if he was very strong on the roaming, and then when you play the lane swaps, it's very good in the tower dive, and the W attack speed also lets you take those plates really fast. We didn't see that much this game because of the dive was a bit messier.
Yeah, we didn't see it as a bully so much as... Yeah,
These
just
runs are
very
definitely working.
support.
0 and 3.
Yeah. I'll take your bets on when we're going to take the Drake. Is it going to be before or after 25 minutes? What do we think?
I think just before. I think it'll go down at 22 minutes.
23.
Yeah, 23 roundabout. It's like, oh my goodness, Smash's damage is huge. But Peanut, he's hovering here.
We are probably going to get an Atacon on top side again, which means that we'll have less priority for the Drake, and it is an Infernal, which takes away one of the most powerful souls you can get.
Might be a dive attempt
Looking
for
to play the
HLE.
dive.
T1 have caught onto it, but Peanut doesn't want to let him get away. He has the Diana ult, should he choose to use it. Has the engage on Smash too, but it's immediately rooted by Carrier. Caitlyn trap under his feet too. And Peanut loses off his HP, but they zone them off the wave.
Peanut, I think, wants to hold his ult for Zeka.
Carrier wants the XP. What's Carrier doing here, man? That's a Zeka right there. You have to lose your flash for your misplay. And Ona maybe can get something done as all 4 members of HLE group up. One
There it
good
is.
heartbreaker could change the fight as the E-engage there into the Yasuo ultimate on Carrier takes his life immediately as Ona gets the kill on Yasuo. Now can transform into a body. One reset for Viego. Vega screws up the Spirit Rush over the wall. That could have been the huge fight-changing play. Still and ends up managing to land the charm on Viper, who uses his own barrier. Invests it for absolutely nothing. Gets 0 returns. And down he goes as T1 with a proactive play on the top side. Get a win.
They do turn it back, manage to trade their support's life for 2 kills on Zeka and Viper, which is very good. Those were the two people on HLE with the kills, with the advantages.
Yeah.
Also depriving Smash of, I think, a whole wave there. Oh wow, we're going far back now.
Cute
Yeah, we'll see this
flash.
engage once again. on-
Blow him up. Good find. And here's the play.
Another Q lands, and Viper is the one to find the angle.
I don't think HLE saw Faker there. I thought they thought it was a 4v3. But Faker manages to chase it down.
Find the charm.
Yeah.
And that is
lands on
Viper dead.
And they get the second kill.
And he still
Still,
manages to
that's
find
top
an
tower
engage
wave
there,
going.
Faker, even though
Wait,
he
was that-
didn't R over the wall.
Oh, okay, he just started it.
No, Hold on.
I thought that was Drake gone.
No, they just were checking it's still there. Maybe it didn't.
Check
you know,
the replays.
It could have flown off. Hasn't gotten any attention.
Giving me some hope for Game 5 here. T1's comp makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah.
Still in a nice position.
Yeah,
I'm just curious what this with Diana, Yasuo, Aatrox can really do. Chance we don't see
Yeah,
often.
Diana
Or-
Yasuo that I think is going to be the force of HLE's team fighting.
Definitely a very high burden.
They do get him in.
execution.
That's a strong combo combo. But
Yeah.
if
Yeah, I think you're going to get much more value out of a tank Diana here, though.
he's going for the Leandris first, so that might be
is,
what we
I think,
see.
consistent with the build.
Get that clear speed. Ooh, is Viper in trouble here?
It might be. Carrier does have his W, and Viper no Valkyrie, so I think he's going to get rooted up unless he flashes over the wall. But Ona can follow with his own flash, has the Heartbreaker as well, if he chooses to use it, but he doesn't even need to. As down goes Viper, the Grub's going to be the trade on the other side of the map.
Yeah,
Finding
Carrier's
6
root
grubs
still
on the
lands. It still stays
red
strong,
side.
and the ace in the hole from Smash takes out just enough of his health that he goes down there. Owner invests his flash.
Zeka's looking clean, man.
A little bit of flair, yeah.
Yeah.
Zeka's been looking clean the last
Oh!
3 days.
That Q from Doran to dodge the Q3 from Zeus there. That's a nice little mechanic you can do on Jax in the Aatrox matchup.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna see a Drake before 15 minutes.
No way.
I shit you not.
That's amazing.
Smash is up.
Non-Infernal Soul, not Cloud Soul.
Could be Chemtech. That would be really fun.
The buffed one.
Oh, it is buffed, isn't it? It's on this patch? Yeah, it is. It's the Mel patch.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't think it's massive though, but
I don't think it's significant enough.
You know what else is massive?
I think I
Anyway.
could just take a play with the
Yeah, 6 grubs to HLE.
There's grubs, yeah, with the Yasuo. Ooh.
He does have a lot of gold.
Almost worth trading Viper for.
He's going that Bork build, which I'm not a fan of, but we'll trust him.
Viper's cute little sidesteps in the mid lane, taking no damage in a place where many others will be already at half HP as Ona takes away the red buff.
I'm just having a happy little game here. 3-1-1.
500 gold lead as well over his opposing jungler in Peanut, who is going to be opting for a tankier build now. Another Ruby Crystal in the inventory.
That'll be Unending Despair next, right? Is what we're thinking.
Or Riftmaker, yeah.
I think so. It could be Riftmaker is the other thing that ends up in that
Ooh,
build.
yeah,
Unending Despair second, and then in Riftmaker third.
I mean, they have no like tanks, so
Yeah.
Taki Diana would actually be
Yeah,
could be
and
quite
HLE
nice.
doesn't have any other magic damage.
It's almost
Well,
like we're
at
not
least.
watching League in 2025. There's no tanks on either team. No one's built Unending Despair yet. What the heck is this?
That's the fearless.
Yeah,
It's
it
still
is.
seen on
It's a
Aatrox.
Skarner ban on blue side, on the red side, sorry.
Yeah, this just turned into Herald waiting room.
Yeah. And the question is, there's a lot of burden of execution on the side of HLE, but do we believe that they can win the fights here, or is T1 going to be able to clean them up?
I'll have to see it to believe it,
Yeah.
because this does seem really tough. With the Karma slow, with
Yeah.
the Jax and Viego running at your carries.
I think if T1 can continue to maintain gold parity, then I wouldn't count them out of anything.
Will we see Dive coming here?
They're very slippery, especially when it comes to Peanuts engages. He really has to go on Smash.
Doran's already used the Counter-Strike there, and there's a Diana ult. Very swift
Oh.
on the engages Peanut. There might be a one-for-one, though. There's a cute flash forward from Doran. Manages to get one kill in this dire situation, but he's not able to dodge out of that Yasuo tornado. And down he goes, 1-for-1 on the bot side.
Hanwha investing 3 members for that, though. Lights there as well.
First
They're
tower
gonna
race.
rush it's going to be.
Who's going to win?
rush
Who's going to
the
win?
first
This is
tower.
actually,
Scrub
this is
it.
feat of strength. It's going to be
just-
HLE.
Whoa!
No!
That is close.
Oh, it was HLE.
You scrub diff.
It's 6 grubs diff. That's what that is.
That is feat of strength for them now.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
huge deal, actually.
Do get extra move speed items. That could actually be really nice for their dive.
Yep.
Which is a bit easier.
Racking the Cloud Soul as well. It makes Peanut's job a lot easier. Staying stuck on those targets.
What the? Gary just queued the river. Potentially predicting Viper to sidestep, but this guy just Giga Chad walked back to his tower. He's in their heads.
Delight's going to be found out.
There's a root landing on him. I think he's just going to walk it off. Has a control word and a Zeka hovering nearby, but Zeka doesn't know he's on vision.
Yeah, so aggressive.
Playing like on.
He knows he's not in trouble. Gonna
So here
get a
comes the replay
what
of
he
this
does.
bot dive.
managed to do that.
Doran's
He's
POV
a
too.
counter strike here.
He gets 2 of them with his ult, which means he lives for so long. Flash forward, yeah.
Oh.
It's just unlucky that he dodges the wrong way.
Yeah, if he dodged up, he would have had the Counter-Strike back, actually, and potentially could have played.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he had the biscuits. He could have invested that.
Faker on bot side, going to charm up his former teammate. If only Zeus' marketing team was able to charm up T1.
Couldn't spend that extra 200k.
I think it was the other way around.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. These are definitely the lane assignments that T1 want, though. Matching the Ahri into the Aatrox and the Jax into the Yasuo. As we've seen, that Doran very comfortable in that matchup.
They really are making Zeus suffer though.
Yeah.
1v2ing against the Ahri Viego.
It is good. They've
Not
learned
fun.
from their mistakes. It is what T1
Oh!
Oh my goodness, little vision pocket
Oh my
abused
God,
there by
yes,
Delight. That's
God.
kind of gorgeous, but he's going to get immediately punished for it. He thought he's being cheeky, but in fact he was just being dumb. As Zeka, now on the back end of it, also going to lose half his HP to a Spirit Rush from Faker. And HLE, they need to run away here, but they can't find the escape angle as Peanut goes down as well. Heartbreak is still able to use here by Ona, and instead he's going to use it to get over the wall and restart this Herald up.
Faker's charm on Peanut goes wide, but he still gets chased down. And it's a beautiful pick by Doran. He just knows exactly how much damage he's got, and it's enough. Yeah, that Jax is, oh man, seeing Zoran on a champion he's really comfortable on it's a relief, to be honest.
And that at least now is just gets blown up instantly. How resistances. That
Yeah,
W
with
just has
the
half the
Fortnite
HP left.
I think it doesn't have its celestial opposition. There's the charm going wide from Faker there, but they still managed to get Peanut in the end. Spirit Rush, Owner's in the right place,
Yeah, Oda coming from the flank.
and no flash.
Yeah, you're not happy if you're HLE.
No. And I think it was a fine idea
Lose
as
bot
well,
tower.
by Delight.
Especially, yeah,
Just no
especially
follow-up
since you wanted
in
to get
time.
the Herald and the 6 Grubs to just absolutely destroy a tower. Goal different draft gonna spell out exactly how T1's managed to fight their way back into this game from about a 2k deficit.
Yeah. And you can see how HLE's team fight falls apart once they lose one member for free. Zeus has just
Zeus?
done a heist.
Zay's behind them.
He's just done a complete heist. I don't think they know about this. There's the happy little Aatrox. He's in the backline suddenly. His Peanut's ult lands on 2. Smash forced to flash away, but he's immediately put into the ground by Corki. Valkyrie over the wall. Now Zeus, he wants more. Carrier going to die in the pit at the same time as Zeus is chasing down Ona. Faker with a Spirit Rush can get out if he needs to, and he's going to opt to use it. Malignance means that cooldown going to come back nice and quickly and no real investments from T1, but they're going to drop the Drake. Mid tower going to be traded away.
Yeah, Smash just caught. I don't think Ona spotted Zeus when he's initially in that pit, and he just eased over the wall, finds the angle on them, and it's a 3v4 that HLE just absolutely tear up.
Yeah, we finally see the dive working. Here we see the replay. Okay, you know, I don't think Owner's on Mador. Good ults. Zeko's even late, but then 1v1 against carry, I think Yasuo tends to win that.
Just, yeah, a little bit.
Well played.
Yeah. You get to the Zeus POV here of the
No
insane
idea.
flank. He pops Sweeper as well, so he knew he's off vision. Actually,
Oh,
Ooh,
back to the
Q's went
action
wide
right
there.
away.
Zeus forced to flash away. There's a headshot coming for his noggin there. But Viper blocks it for him. His owner might be the one in trouble. There's a big one, but it's dodged as Peanut finds the engage with his own flash. Ultimate's just coming back now for HLE, and Baron not online, but Atacon certainly is. 23 seconds, and that could be the prize here for HLE, particularly if they pick off Carrier. The repel there is good as the Spirit Rush invested by Faker. He's not going to have that back for the Atacon fight.
Phosphorus Bomb from Viper, and the follow-up from Peanut just managed to pick off the owner there. And the jungle is down at 20 minutes.
That's a bad sign. Delight
They're not
might
gonna
be
start
behind
Doran, are
Doran.
they? Delight!
Oh,
He might be behind Doran, but Doran's actually behind Delight, in fact, as the repel is there, but it's not going to save his life. Grandmaster at arms. He's good enough at squashing bugs. I think that's like week 1 of training or something.
And that looks...
so start with a
looks
pick
like
on
such a good
Zeus.
catch. Yeah, the ace in the hole gets
Then,
the
yeah.
Viper, and then the follow-up Phosphorus Bomb, and here goes Peanut's flash, E in.
Oh, it's instant as well. It's right as they're about to lose vision of the Viego in his own E. Phosphorus Bomb makes sure that that doesn't happen.
Lights on vision.
Ooh, and that ward.
Ouch.
Oh, he flashes the cocoon, that's why.
That's
Right.
gorgeous.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's week 1 of Jack's training is bug squashing. The gold is
Oh
dead.
shit, I gotta go to uni.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
Oh, dear.
That sucks, dude. That actually sucks. When is it like 5
I
minutes
don't get the
out?
phone. We just finished the fucking series.
Yeah, you're gonna miss the end.
I gotta
yeah.
take. I gotta
I mean,
go to the station to get my train.
it could
Okay,
be
okay.
over
But
here.
wait.
Wait, no, that means I have
Nah,
to,
okay, I better go, I
have to
better
start doing work. Are you
Atacon
kidding? I have to focus. Shit.
All right, this was fun, boys. See you for the
Yeah,
next
it's
one.
fun, yeah.
Yeah. See you.
All right, see you then.
Cheers.
GG's.
Doran no TP so far.
Yeah.
Still 15 seconds away from that. I think HLE have a track because they're just going to start this up. And Zeus is nearby. He's potentially got the flank angle in river if T1 step up.
Delight's off vision there. Is the Herald going to be used by T1 maybe just to try and make some space into this Atacon pit?
Doran's walking. Delight's off vision.
Oh, goodness. This
Cocoon.
fight could go either
Owner
direction
dashes out.
right away as the Cocoon actually goes wide there. T1 disciplined enough, but the Atacon's on 2,000 HP. It's going to be smited away. Ona is the one to steal it. That's a massive flip for the course of the game as Zeka now on 1 HP. Delight falls as well, and the flip is so impactful for T1. They get 4 kills off the back of it, potentially a 5th. It's going to be an ace, and the Herald's still alive here. Zeus, he needs to run for the hills, but even if he gets a couple kills to trade it back, he's trying that. He's not going to matter anything. It's T1 with a
It's gonna be
Herald now
5
and an
to
ace.
1.
are looking for the Nexus.
It's going to be 5-for-1 and Ona's respawn because he got the Atacon. This man is too good in the clutch. Manages to smite it away from Peanut for the second time in this series. T1 played that fantastically. HLE just a bit too slow on the damage. And the Jax's TP is up. Manages to get in there. Ona almost gets blown up instantly, but the Heartbreaker smite, I think, is what takes it out there. I think...
It's as he dies that he gets it, by the way. It's the same frame.
Yeah.
And then T1, it's simple from there. It's just business from there on out. Zeus makes it a little bit questionable for them. Almost takes out Smash and Carry if they're an inch further forwards. Would have been a Q3 and a swift demise, but too good for that. And now, I mean, it's really hard for HL. We could be going to Game 5.
We could be.
I'm happy for that.
And I mean, I think that's the result of not just messing up on the smite of the Atacon there, but I think Zeka and Peanut invested their ults to kill Ona, and then there's nothing left for HLE. Zeus is too far out. He's waiting for the flank angle, which doesn't come because Doran manages to invest his TP, and we're back into the action.
Windwall already used there as Faker. Spirit rushes forwards and actually lands the charm. Delight has flashed from absolutely nowhere. And this engage is looking pretty good, but you got to remember there's a Voracious Atacon buff ticking over. So even if they get the kills here, which it looks like they might do, nothing really matters. There's a Heartbreaker forwards from Ona. Zeus is still on half HP, so is Zeka. The two Zs menacing the remaining members of T1 as a couple lose their Voracious Atacon buffs, but Doran and Faker, they still have theirs. And that's a big deal as Viper actually managed to get something done on the top side of the map.
It's 2 for 2. Smash and Carrier go down, but their Voracious Atacon buffs still alive. 20 seconds on the last two remaining. I think that's Faker and Doran. As you said, Viper managed to get a top tower, but T1 getting a mid tower, and they're going to get the dragon off of this.
Yep. Can I get you to tap pause and tap play again as well? Like maybe 1 second, 2 seconds, because I think you're a tiny little bit ahead of me. So there we see the Spirit Rush from Faker. Finds the pick on Peanut, who actually manages to get an engage for Zeka. And it's actually his heroic there, as he goes down, that manages to turn the fight around just a little bit. Oh, Carrier tanks too many tower shots. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Viper. Oh, no, Viper! This is not how you go down in this game. That's such a bad death. Faker finds the angle with Doran, abuses the vision pocket they had, and down goes the pilot.
T1 unrelenting. It was close until it wasn't. They are now 6k gold in the lead, and 20 seconds till Baron. Are we going to see the fabled T1 Baron? They are getting that vision control. There's nothing to stop them right now. Zeus spotted out on bot side. Viper down for the next 15 seconds. There's going to be 8 seconds where HLE's ADC is not even alive, and T1 will have time alone with this Baron. They're going to have to check. They're going to have to find vision. And it's all on Delight here.
Yeah, vision so hard to be found, so precarious. Little angles you have to play when you've got two members of T1 right now. It's Faker and Carrier hunting at every single corner. It's all 4 members of T1, in fact. Doran on the top side there, but Zeka might be the one to walk into this trap. He doesn't know about the vision pocket they have. They have a controller there. It's Faker. He stepped up forwards. He's charmed into the wind wall, though, and Zeka, he's actually managed to escape here. Faker might be the one to be caught out. It's exactly what happens. Down goes Faker into Zhonya's, though, to save his life for just an instant. Now Zeus in the backline with the World Ender. He's doing some damage, but it's just not enough. There's the ace in the hole. Maybe going to finish off Viper. Grandmaster Arms misses his own counter-strike, and the pilot going to drive away, but not to safety. He goes down. Now Delight, a bug left to be squashed by the feet of Ona. The boots walking him down. Cocoon going to land, but for how long is that going to save his life? Baron now very much on the agenda of T1. Carrier wants this kill, but doesn't matter.
1v1. Sidestep the Cocoon. He's just got to keep chasing Viper.
Who wins this, in fact? Another Cocoon sidestepped. That's crazy.
Yeah. And Zeus is going to... Oh?
I think, yeah, you're still a bit ahead of me, in fact. I think maybe like a second or two. Oh my goodness.
And Zeus take away the bot side jungle.
Is Carrier getting solo killed by Delight? What's going on here? This is very intense here. This is the more important play here. I know Baron just got taken down, but there's a 1v1 of the supports, and Carrier is the one to win it out, as you would expect. Put some respect on that man's name.
The repel is good, but the flash is just too clean. Manages to finish it off with a Q. Faker goes a bit deep here on this engage. Viper's respawning, and he ends up in the middle of 5 members. Gets hit, but Zeka and Peanut go down instantly. And then, as you mentioned, the ace in the hole by Viper and the counter-strike by Jax just chases him down.
Yeah.
And Zeus is the only member who ends up living after that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a beautiful little fight there from T1. I'm going to try and speed up to catch up to you.
They've ballooned their 6k gold lead to 8k now.
58, 59, 27, 01,
okay.
02, 03. Okay, cool.
I'm back in line with you.
Ooh, E-flash there from Delight. Not going to find the value on Ono. Just casually sidesteps out the reaction time of a complete beast. And look at
A little bit
Caitlyn
interesting.
traps.
Nobody on HLE really behind him to back that one up.
Yeah. Maybe it was a
I'm
Hex
gonna push
Flash.
mid and bot at the same time.
Not 100%.
Yeah, I suppose.
But where do you
Oh,
go
man,
here
this
from
is
T1?
exciting.
You got to find an
Game
engage.
five,
You got to
yeah.
find some. Sorry, from HLE's side, you got to find an engage. You have to find something to turn this game around. But it's so hard when all the odds are stacked against you. Maybe Zeus is the man to do it, but doesn't look like it. There's a Spirit Rush. Well then, popped immediately by Zeus, and that's a massive amount of healing. What the hell? That was 2 auto. Holy crap! 5-man ultimate on the Yasuo there. And it is turned the fight around potentially there. HLE, this is exactly what they needed. It's off the back of Peanut's huge Diana engage. And maybe Smash goes down. He's trying to kite. He's trying to fight for his life against this world-ending Aatrox. But HLE, have they just taken us to game 4 and that's it? Is that the game over?
Oh my god. Peanut was so brilliant there, and Zeka follows up immediately.
Lost my mind.
I think HLE's job is a bit too difficult here. They don't have a top wave. They're going to have to concede to just get this mid-tier tier 1, possibly tier 2 as well here. Beautiful by Viper Zeka. I think there was a 5-man ultimate.
It was a fight. It was a 5-man Diana ultimate into a Yasuo ultimate there.
Yeah, absolutely clinical. Ona tries his best to clean up, as does Doran. Doran does so much work in the backline, and when Ona gets that Yasuo form,
Look at
he
the amount of
does a lot
healing
of
Zeus
work
just
with it.
got.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
the last breath. I mean, it really lives up to itself. 5 members of T1, they all draw their last breath off the back of a beautiful Diana engage. Smash as well. Tries his best to kite it out, and we get to see Peanut's POV here. The undoubted MVP of this fight. Flash over the Caitlyn trap into the Yasuo ultimate, and that is absolutely gorgeous. If it weren't for that Zhonya's from Faker as well, would have been even more damage following the members of T1.
That's the second time we've seen an unbelievable follow-up from Zeka in this team.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to the Yone follow-up on Delight's in game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, Hanwha with these team fighting compositions will absolutely hand stiff you. They will find the right moment.
That was mind-blowing. I mean, that
And that 8k gold lean is less than 4,000 now.
it just got
All
cut
barrels
in two. It got cleaved. Look at that drop.
Oh man, it's almost dead even in turrets as well. HLE only need to take one on the bot. Only need to take the bot tier 2.
That's the Baron completely mitigated as well for T1. Their best tool for ending the game. I was thinking it was Raps. I was like, how do you even play this as HLE? But it turns out, Peanut's how you play it. You just let him cook.
At least for T1, you did end up getting that third Drake. Ocean Soul is up in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, but it's not really a win condition. There's not a huge amount of poke from HLE. Only really
too
the
hard,
Corki
yeah.
that you're worried about. And that isn't doing all that much damage at this point.
Ocean Shoals actually won't change the outcome of a fight, because if HLE is going to win a fight, they're going to win it bloody hard, and they're going to win it quickly.
Like we saw, yeah. I think it's on Doran to make this game work. He's got such a good gold lead, and he's playing a very powerful team-fighting champion, him and Ona.
As that controller dropped, it's Delight's actually face-checked Ona here, and he's going to immediately one-tap, can repel that ace in the hole, and he does exactly that, but there's nothing for him to repel to. And the body drops in the red side jungle.
It is just the support going down. Delight hasn't been having the best time of things. 1-6 now.
Great start as well from him. And this is what I often see with the Elises, is that they get the work done early on in the game. They get so much value for their team. And then eventually, once they start getting to this point, they're a mage who needs to one-shot someone. They don't have the gold to do it.
I think what's been good to see from T1 this game is the adaptation towards putting pressure on Zeus, who's really been shut out of this game and the last one, and like finding ways that they can accelerate Ona and Smash, who are really the players who are going to need to carry this one. Along with, of course, Doran, as I mentioned earlier.
But it's going to be tricky now. I think T1, there's a bit of fear left in them. Because how do you start an objective now? Obviously, you can T1 Baron it, but when HLE, they're showing you that they have a bit of venom left in them. When you're on match point, in an elimination series, you don't go to the international event if you lose this game if you're T1. That's the stakes.
I think T1 know exactly what to do in this situation. I'm thinking back to KT T1 last year.
It's true.
But yeah, they will not play until April if they lose this game. Still, they've managed to recover 5k gold lead, and they're going to start pushing that inhibitor turret in mid.
Zeus the man to catch the wave. There's so much pressure upon his shoulders right now. The only player in the game with 1 death. Holding up the world. And potentially ending it. As we'll see in the next team fight whether or not he can find some value.
HLE's situation has improved. They managed to get some better vision in that jungle.
Yeah. But Baron, God, it's got to be hard to play. Look at that damage dealt graph. Smash up the top. 7k more than anyone on HLE.
Hasn't been throwing out the ace in the hole quite as much as you'd expect from the Caitlyn. Usually just use that for poke, but he's been employing that to try and finish off kills.
He's getting value with it.
He's 6-2.
Did you see that big one damage just down on Ono? Lost half his HP. For the hubris of disrespecting a microsecond of Viper's time.
-1 for Viper there. Maybe the Ocean Drake will find some value after all.
All right, press pause, and then press play in 2 seconds.
Okay, I don't want to do that because Delight.
Wait, holy, there's an E-flash from Faker right there, and he goes down. Delight. I'm at 33, 17, 18, 19, 20, and Baron's going to get started up right now for T1. Delight has made a very big mistake in the context of this game, and HLE, Peanut really has to pick up the pieces for it, but T1, they're going to learn from their mistakes. They're not going to group. In fact, they're going to pick out Viper. There's the ace in the hole, but it gets windwalled by Zeka. Finding the value. Look at Faker of the Wall. Look at Faker of the Wall. Starts the Spirit Rush. One-man Yasuo ultimate, the last breath, not going to find the value it needs to, as Viper going to get jumped on by Doran and taken down. There goes Peanut as well, as Zeus now 1v1ing Owner on the top side, but it's not the value we needed from this Aatrox, not the value we needed from the Yasuo. They don't have any resources left, HLE, to save this game. And despite the fact that Zeus is going to destroy Owner in that 1v1 in, quite convincing manner, what does it matter as now Doran takes out Zeka and the top lane is just, I mean, they're showing why you don't screw with them.
Yeah, and that's Doran for you. He manages to zone Zeus for just long enough that he can't get in the pit, can't kill Owner, stop that Baron, and he manages to find an engage which pushes the 3 members of HLE away, kills Viper, chases down Zeka, and gets him as well.
Ooh, goodness gracious
me.
me.
Close this game
There's
out.
a great flash from Zeus, and that's a very bad flash from Delight. He gets immediately one-tapped. You see that Jax damage right there. The second he lands, he immediately dies. And Zeus has nothing to do but watch as the Nexus explodes.
Zeus played it mechanically so clean, but like T1 have learned, they know to put pressure on this man.
Yeah.
After 3 years of playing with him, they finally figured out one team has finally figured out what you can do about him, and that is don't let him get into the game.
We're going to game 5, dude. This is going to be game 5, HLE versus T1.
Goodness.
And if it's anything like that last game, we are in for an absolute treat.
Oh man, it's tied up. I can't believe this.
So let's think about draft then. Let's think about draft for a second, because that game, right? It was undisputed. You said it from the start. The execution required from HLE over multiple instances. We saw it used one time to peak efficiency, but over multiple instances, the execution required by HLE to make that draft function was just too hard. So what do they go from here?
Okay, so there's a lot of things that I'm going to start with the top lane, because I want to see the Camille, the Renekton, the Gragas, one of these solid picks picked up that you can just lock away, because I don't think that you can open with something like the Aatrox, right?
Yeah, Zeus was quiet that game as well, actually.
And they're on blue side this game. They will be.
Yep.
So whatever they open with has to be solid. As for jungle, Lily is still available. Lee Sin's still available for Owner.
That would be insane.
I would love to see him on either of those picks. I'm really struggling to see where Peanut goes, because I don't think I've seen any picks of his that I'm super confident on that haven't been played already or that aren't on permaban.
Yeah. I mean, the Maokai's up, but I'm pretty sure if you're T1, there's no way. I said the issue is, right, if T1 is on red side. So T1 have 2 bans they need to do. So round 1, they have exactly 1 ban that they can deny something from HLE. And the question is that going to be a Peanut ban?
If you want my opinion, HLE should win this. I think that they should ban just about nothing that they are willing to play. I think they should leave the Galio open. That's been a blue side ban this entire time.
Yeah.
I think they should leave the Galio open in order that they can play Galio Nocturne if it is let through.
Yeah, right.
So I think Galio, Nocturne are options. They're still very powerful support picks. Like the Renata has gone through this entire time. The Braum hasn't been picked. The Nautilus is still available. And I think that you can build a team in the Nocturne, the
We
Nautilus.
just appreciate
I'd be
this
a- I'd
ultimate.
be a
I'm
fan of
sorry.
Nocturne, Nautilus, Galio.
That ultimate's life changing right there. What just played on screen. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
As you were saying.
Yes. So sorry. I am a fan of a dive comp coming out right now because you've exhausted your ADC pool. I think that you have to take away desire, deny it, or pick it yourselves because that's the only thing that you can really play into the dive comp, and then take the Zeri, take the Nautilus, take the Nocturne and the Galio, and take whatever top laner you want. Just blind the Renekton or something.
Yeah.
And as HLE, you're super happy. So I think the onus is on T1 to try to bait HLE into a comp that they don't really want to play.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think if there is a team that is wide in terms of what they can play, the team that you would trust the most in a fieldless best of 5, when it goes to game 5, in these clutch situations, right, it's T1. We're looking at a team that has had the pressure of world finals 2 years in a row on their shoulders. So that this playoff elimination game, it's nothing to them. As we're going to go to a break so I can eat my dinner. But yeah, we'll come back later.
Yes.
We'll come back in a bit.
Okay.
This
I
is gonna be
can't
sick.
wait. I'm actually
Yeah, I know. I'm having a great time, dude. This is awesome.
excited.
Dude, tri-casting made me appreciate how much more easy duo casting is.
Oh.
All right, I'll see you soon. See you soon. I just realized I should probably put this on the what's it called? This scene. Bye, everybody. Bye. I'm back. This is me. All right, I think we're getting into draft anytime soon. So hopefully Robbo picks up a little rat. And let's get underway. That was crazy. Wait, that's so fun.
I'm sorry to have missed your call.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm setting up. All right. Wait, hold on. I'm setting up camera. All right, there we go. Now I'm centered. Okay.
All right.
I think we're getting in draft, man.
Oh man. We are on draft.
I'll tell you what.
You'll have to inform me what your delay is like. But yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Game 5.
Draft doesn't start for me. All right, just started. I'll tell you when my first bounce lease in just happened.
Yes.
Then you're in
okay,
just
you're just about in line with me.
Okay, cool.
So, what I was going to say before is, if you're HLE, 2 things I would consider leaving up are the Yone, which T1 has decided to take away. They're most likely going to go with the Skarner and Callista here as bands 2 and 3. Or the Galio.
Oh my god, they've
my
left
goodness,
over
Valkyrie back.
Skarner or Callista here.
Wait, they're letting it through.
They're letting Skarner or Callista through. I wouldn't be shocked if it is in fact going to be Callista they let through, and they ban Skarner away from Peanut.
You surely can't let Peanut have Skarner.
That is a really interesting iteration we're seeing in Game 5 already from T1. Now, what do you ban if you're Hammer Life? I wonder if they ban away Callista. This is the question, is if... Ooh, they don't. Oh, we're going to see a Skarner or a Callista in this game.
You have to limit the number of powerful picks here, I think, to 1. And T1 could potentially let both through here.
That way they guarantee themselves getting at least one, which is probably the best thing to do. But then you give Peanut Skarner.
Might be. Yeah, I don't know that you want to trade Skarner for Callista. I think you have to ban it here. No, they're going to let both through.
They let both through. They trust Smash's Callista, is what this tells me, unless Viper's going to pick away the Callista. This is really interesting, this pick.
Okay. The Nocturne is still up and available. That is a reasonable... it's decent into Skarner, because it can spell shield away from the E, it can deny the ult a little bit, and it can gank very quickly. But the Skarner is absolutely brutal, and they're going to go...
They're going Callista. They're going to give Ona Skarner. They're giving Ona Skarner.
They are.
They trust Viper's Callista more than Peanut Skarner. They think that Peanut has a deeper champ pool. So do T1 take the Skarner? Surely they snap it up.
Absolutely, you'd expect them to. Draven going to be the answer, and there it is. Skarner locked in.
Oh, I've got to say, I honestly prefer how T1's draft is looking.
5. I have to send a screenshot of this to somebody who would be deeply envious, but
That he's missing this, yeah.
Callista Renata still absolutely dominant lane.
You are kidding me. All right, press pause and then press play in like half a second, 2 seconds.
Okay.
This
Hasn't
is going
been
to
locked in just yet, but the Renata hover.
And... Wait, I'll tell you when it gets locked. Locked.
Okay.
What do you go here? You got to blind something. You could pick
Can't go to the block.
Yeah. You could pick the jungle for Peanut if you don't want him to get banned out more. And there's already, I mean, there's 8 junglers taken away just by virtue of Fearless.
Sandra Blind would be a bit too interesting, I think. Talia, yeah, that makes sense. The Akali, Orianna still up and available.
That's a flex too. Talia. Makes the bans awkward for T1.
Potentially, yeah.
So now where do you go as Faker here? Pressure on his shoulders in terms of the pick. I think it's got to be potentially Talia counterpick. I'm scratching my head, looking at the field's draft, wondering what mid champs are even left.
Oriana, surely.
Soraka hover.
Or do you take a support to prevent that from being taken away? Yes, you do.
Draven
Okay.
Soraka? Does that work?
We've seen this before. We saw this last year. I'm fairly confident. With Guma UC Carrier.
Okay.
They played it, and it was absolutely brutal. Nocturne's going to be taken away.
Does the Soraka
There's that pick
silence...
for Peanut.
Sorry, how does Soraka silence interact with Callista jump?
I think it lets it through.
Okay.
I don't think it stops her from jumping. But I could be wrong.
T1 now thinking, obviously, that Talia is going mid with the Nocturne ban. And that would be my thought as well. It's the Oriana taken away from Faker. So many
Hanwha
champs out of the pool.
Yeah. That was the thing that I was expecting Faker to go towards because it's so synergistic with the Skarner. You can get a 3-man ultimate much more easily. Hanwha need an AD jungler. Do you ban Jarvan here as T1?
If they ban
all that's available.
If they ban Jarvan, that would be, I think, 15 junglers that are banned this game. It's Camille top instead banned.
Okay. Camille taken away from Zeus.
That is a nice little pickup. Where do you go?
Ooh,
This one
the
gets
Renekton,
tough.
the Gragas, the Anivia top.
No way we see
Oh.
Nivea top.
We could see Shen. Shen has been played twice in the LCK.
Twisted Fate taken away now from Faker. Another champ in mid without a dash, and it looks like a Cassiopeia hover. Maybe to counter that Talia.
We've seen that go top a couple of times.
Doran could play it, yeah. Actually, with Camille taken away as well, it's more of a possibility. No Galio as well to counterpick that in top. Maybe he gets locked in here.
Instead, Zoe
No.
going to be considered locked in.
No way. No way.
What's the value of Skarner though? I'm not seeing it. I suppose you go Skarner with Silence and then Root is the follow-up?
Yeah, it must be. I mean, the team fight it doesn't make sense to me. It looks like a solo queue composition here. Is a Mumu hover. No way. I mean, this is a tank jungle, actually. Peanut now has a tank jungle and Olaf locked in. Versus this composition that's so powerful. It's so potent.
Oh my goodness. Are we seeing the Anivia top?
This is the top laner. It might do well versus Olaf.
It's Olaf.
Ragnarok can't go past the wall. No. What?
The Akali? No.
No. T1, what are we cooking? Game 5, we're playing Zoe Akali? Draven Soraka? The only thing that makes sense in either of these compositions is the fact that there's a Skarner and Callista in them, but even that doesn't make any sense, because why the hell aren't Skarner and Callista banned?
Yeah, this is unreal. T1, I think, cooked a bit too hard.
But the same can be said for HLE. What the hell does that composition do?
I don't know. I think the Amumu ult, I forget what it's called, followed
Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Followed up by the hostile takeover, does sound brutal.
Yeah, that's true. Team fight very playable, and the stakes could not be higher. The execution, everything that matters now. Draft comes to an end, and now these players, with everything on the line, a spot to the next next international event, up for grabs, and a spot back home watching from the couch is what they will be missing out on.
I can't believe one of these teams is not going to whatever that cup is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, only 2 teams from Korea will go. So, I think one of these teams was going to miss out anyway, because Genji's a shoo-in.
Yes.
But it is one or the other. It's going to make the rest of the run. Following up with Nongshim, that also made it. And I think, was it DK that gets to choose Nongshim or the winner of this? And I have a suspicion who they're going to choose.
I think they might be choosing Nongshim.
And I don't think they start with T or H. Yeah. As we load onto the rift now, and this is for all the marbles.
All right. I am concerned for both of these teams.
Yeah.
I think the Viper to Light bot lane is so strong, and they've played it before to such great effect. I'm not so sure about T1. Let's hope Smash has something cooking.
53,
But at the same time,
54, 55, 56,
I will come back to you.
57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3. All good? 4.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
At the same time, I was going to say, there's so much poke from T1, and the capacity to just execute a single target between Akali and what is that champion? Draven. My goodness. We just haven't seen it at all.
No. No, we haven't. This game starts up. A little bit of an aggressive trade already in mid. It's a very arcane mid matchup. It's quite weird. Not something I'd expect to see in a LCK best of 5. And we'll see how these players pilot it. Zoe. I mean, when's the last time I've seen a Zoe in professional play? I haven't seen it in 2 years.
The last time I remember seeing it was BDD in 2021, right?
Yeah, that's a long time ago now. It is going to be a lane swap.
Genji versus DRX, right? Like, that's the last time I really think it was prevalent.
Prevailing, yeah. As now the lane swap comes in, Zeus going to have to try and scam his way to a couple little smidgens of XP. Doran successfully stole away one melee minion. Might make it a bit harder to dive him. But I don't think with how the junglers are pathing that a dive is going to happen level 3 on either side.
Yeah. Zeus does have a little bit of a harder time getting towards that XP, especially once Doran gets Shroud and the backflip. He can walk up and, you know, find the odd minion or two. Zeus is just going to be content throwing his axes.
It's going to be 2 minutes till the first objective, and that's going to be when the cards go on the table. The first fight of the game is historically quite important. Ona, though, getting cheeky.
Peanut's on vision. Ona is waiting for him. We'll see the value
Of the Scanner already. There's the engagement. It's immediately stunned up by Peanut. Understands the interaction. He's not actually unstoppable during that charge. And Peanut calls his bluff.
Not once he grabs a target. And Peanut buffers it nicely. But with the bot prior they've got with Smash and Carrier here, Carrier is able to rotate and just make sure that Ona gets that objective, or that red buff. Strong invade.
Smite away. Ona
Although,
actually hasn't secured it yet. It's at 900 HP. Peanut doesn't have Smite. Ona does, and there goes the red buff. But Peanut finds an engage on Carrier. I don't know if he wants this. He gets immediately stunned into the wall there. But the disengage is going to come through as Smash. Now hovering. Zeus is level 3. Not much to say about this.
But Faker's also able to rotate, so HLE going to back away. And there's Doran stepping up with the Shroud and getting the occasional minion.
The 1v1 in
by Faker.
top side, fairly favorable for Zeka. Sorry, for Viper. Faker has that Shirelius.
Good sidestepping by Faker. Zeka's on low mana. Although Faker has taken Ignite
Wow.
in this matchup, and Zeka will have the option to TP.
That's going to mean stuff for later in the game, but for now, again, 50 seconds till the dragon spawns. As Peanut looking for a lane gank here. The flick is going to have to be flashed by Faker, and that's a big deal. Not going to have that now for the objective fight.
Yeah. Peanut moving up towards this top side. Maybe going to try and invade, see if he can find anything.
Both
As Ona's moving bot,
yeah, he's so low
T1
level.
might be able to... Wait, Zeus has popped his...
Force a dive there.
Oh,
There's going to be a
very early,
ghost used by Zeus here. He's going to try and live, but there's a flash forward from Ona and immediately knocks him into a Soraka silence and a wall, but thread. And the play is
Zeus
terrible for
gets
T1.
First blood.
Yeah.
It goes bad. Ona flashy is great, but he takes 2 tower shots. And the first blood for HLE.
Now, on the top side,
No.
Imuma's going to land the bandage toss onto Doran there. I wonder if the damage is going to be there. It's just not. Peanut in trouble, actually. As Doran might look for a solo kill. He's just going to walk on back to tower. Is this a dive opportunity for HLE? I think it might be too difficult. As Ona now on the hover. Going to make sure no funny business happens to his top laner.
Oh. Ouch, that hurts for Doran. He does get the counter minion. He'll have to TP back, though.
First
If
Drake
he wants
spawn.
to catch anything left of this wave.
First Drake spawned in 50 seconds till Grubs, Amumu, now taking this topside Scuttle Crab.
There's a TP from Zeus into that Pixel Brush and bot.
Let's check
Watch
out the
this
replay
dive again.
of this busted dive.
Oh, it's the lights. It's the lights handshake, and
Save
Ono goes
Zeus.
back. Zeus' targeting is good. Lands the E and the Q, and that's what does it.
He forces him back into the
so much
tower there,
damage.
Delight.
Yeah. And Zeus so smart with his targeting.
Now we're in normal lane swaps, Australia lane swaps, but it's the 1v1 of the top laners. Zeus now with a double buff, though.
He's gonna have so much more sustain. Much easier time playing against Doran. On the other side of the map, though, we're gonna see if we can start up a Grubs fight.
Might be Ona to begin the engage. Delight gonna sprint away.
Smash?
Is there a solo kill up here?
Viper
Smash
has
trying to kill Viper. I stumbled over my words there because I was so surprised at how this has gone down, but there's a Callista ultimate to save his support. At the end of the day, T1 gonna let HLE escape with a slap on the wrist.
Delight, because he's down so far in terms of levels, only level 3 now, his ADC has ult and can save him from that play.
Just how the lane swaps played out. It's actually impressive. So Grub's going to be taken away by T1, and HLE with nothing to say about it.
They could look for this dive. It is a little bit difficult with Faker rotating the bot and Peanut maybe moving up topside again.
Ooh. Smash taking a bit of damage there from the Callista Q.
They're going to have to cover Owner at some point.
Yeah.
Got a smite. We'll walk out there.
HLE, they do want to play this, though, as you see Peanut's hovering here, but he's just going to E over the wall. That's why Skarner is so annoying. And we'll see both these priority picks so far. They're showing us why they're so scary. Callista looking terrifying in the 1v1 in top and versus Smash. And the Skarner itself also running around the map, taking objectives, invading.
So T1 knew that HLE were going to go towards the Callista because they banned Nico on 3. So they knew that they were going to get Skarner. And I simply don't understand how they knew that HLE would have more prio for Callista.
Yeah. It must be something from scrims. Because I agree.
Yeah.
That's very true. And also banning the Nico makes Callista worse. So they ban the Nico, which then signals very clearly that they want enemy team to take Callista. That's what happens.
Well, maybe they were hoping to get the Renata because Kerry is so lethal on it.
Could be that.
I mean, do you recall back in 2023, the double kill versus JDG as they tried to dive a bot tower? That's just the carrier special.
Yeah. It did end up with them winning Worlds, winning that series versus JDG. So, again, there's a pedigree here on T1. There's the
real world finals.
A tendency to perform under pressure. We haven't seen that yet this game, but potentially we will. It's going to be a dragon fight if they choose to take it. It's on the table right now. Grubs fight in 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And they've been very important in the series.
Yeah, Zeka's going to be looking topside, though.
Walking over a control ward.
Yeah, we'll see Delight clearing this ward. The Weaver's Wall.
Could be used here. T1, they might have overextended. There's the Weaver's Wall. It's a flash straight away from Carrier. The Flick not going to find any value. They're just going to walk it off, T1.
Smash lucky to be far enough out that he doesn't get caught there, because his... Sorry, my screen is a bit bugged. I thought his flash was down there. It is not.
That's okay. Yeah, Carry the only one to lose flash in that situation. And otherwise, T1, they're looking very healthy in the flash department. So is HLE, though.
Yeah. It's a nice rotate from Zeka, though. Getting a flash, maybe able to be punished at some point.
Ona's looking for something here, though. He can E through that wall.
Ona's
And if there's an overextension from HLE, maybe the punish comes through.
Potentially also looking for Peanut, as he's now rotating to his top side.
Peanut's going to get a nasty little scorpion-flavored surprise if he does.
That's... Both teams going to send 4 members top.
And I think this dive
Neither
might be
Doran
fraudulent
or
for T1.
Zeus. Oh! Sleepy bubble.
Oh, okay, that just happened for me. You're ahead like 3 seconds, I think.
Okay.
05,
I'm not
06,
sure how this keeps happening, but
08, 09, 10, 11, 12. Is that okay? 13.
there we go.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, I think my stream just like lags every so often, like randomly. But yeah, game state in a bit of a lull right now. 40 seconds until the Grubs fight, and presumably that's when we're going to see some action. As Zeus does have Ragnarok, but Doran's just going to poke him out.
Yeah, Zeus can't all in here though. Carrier's Wish is up and available, and yeah, you don't want to be fighting against someone who's halfway across the map.
No, you do not. Not versus Soraka. Zeka now making his
Drake
way
is live.
into the top side here. He's going to shove that wave, get the priority, and Grub's going to be spawning in 14 seconds.
Zeka not going to go -1. Good to see. Drake, absolutely no priority, once again.
Yeah, it's interesting.
T1, 3 Grubs.
I was going to say we've seen a few -1s this series, that's for sure. I think Viper was a big offender. There's the managed toss to start up the Grubs fight.
Okay, T1, sending Doran top. Zeus doesn't have doesn't have TP. Not going to be able to answer here.
The
I think
Grubs
he's going to fish for something.
contest does look like it's going to come through for T1. Sleepy Bubble not going to land for Faker. And when's this fight going to break out?
Doran has TP to head bot if he needs to.
But I think T1, they're just
So T1, I think very comfortable to just take this. Zeus is going to freeze that wave in bot and just deny some XP and CS.
smothered HLE out of the top side there. Took the river for themselves and didn't let them relent it.
Just HLE did get one grub. It's nice denying your 6 there.
It's now 12 minutes in the game. The Drake's still completely undisturbed, slumbering down the bot side.
Yeah, and look at this from Ona. No camps in top, but heading up there just to hover his mid laner, just in case Zeka doesn't back off.
Must be good tracking on Peanut as well. Had an understanding that he's likely topside owner. Good thinking.
Reading this very well is Ona. He's had a fantastic series.
Yeah, he has. Fantastic split. Every time I watch him play, he's
hitting
always been
2 of
so
those-
impressive.
2 of those key smites as well.
Yeah.
Stealing the Baron and stealing the Atacon, which actually just won them the game.
We'll see if there's a similar fight like that this game. HLE maybe learnt their lesson about flipping objectives 5v5 versus this T1 roster. But maybe they haven't.
It is hard to walk into this T1 side, especially once they've got vision control. But that has been the story of the last couple of games.
The pressure now compounding. Made all the worse by the fact that Smash is sitting on some Draven stacks he needs to cash out, and potentially that happens right now. Could be the dive on Zeus, or they just go for the tier 1 tower. Both options equally, I don't know, fruitful.
Like bit of light and Peanut hovering bot side. Doran is in a 1v1 that he does not want to opt into.
Yeah, Zeka very scary on the Talia.
Yeah. The Akali does not have a pleasant time against that particular monster.
Particularly with the man behind it. Looking so good this series. So good every time he plays again. I mean, both of these rosters are absolute super teams. Now the Drake finally going to have some priority put onto it by HLE. But none in return from T1. Just going to let him have it.
The last 2 series, Zeka's looked really good. Didn't look as great up against Gen G, but has really found his edge.
Yeah. Gold is deadlocked. 14 minutes in the game now. 4 minutes. And the next Drake is a Hextech Drake. Atacon spawning at around about the same time or in the bot lane.
Most of these players will be finishing up their first items. Zeus has got a Hex Drinker there. Interesting. Peanut, both junglers, in fact, have opted for Heartsteel.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've been seeing it a lot in the LCK, and I'm not a fan of it. Obviously, we saw Peanut play it on the Sejuani earlier and get 2 stacks in the whole game. So that was, that was something. Was it Owner who played it?
Yeah, it wasn't too effective. Someone.
One of the junglers here. It's like it's game 5. It doesn't matter.
Someone. And yeah, their team got run over in that game a little bit.
Did happen, yeah.
I think it was Ona. Yeah.
You gotta think the heart's still a little bit more valuable on Owner than it is on Peanut, just from how Skarner likes to play. I'm shocked that Peanut didn't opt for maybe Leandri's or more damage-oriented. He is the setup for their entire team fight.
Yeah, you know, I think even something like the Bloodletter's Curse here could have been quite effective, as it sets up Zeka nicely.
Yeah, it's true. Speaking of Zeka, he's got a tough task defending that bot tier 1. It's being hounded down by all the T1 players. It's quite low. First tower is going to be an important objective. Will decide, probably, who gets the feats of strength. Neither team claiming the feat of warfare or the feats of objectives so far.
Zeus with this X-Drinker is going to be much slower to first item. I wonder if that affects how they're willing to play this. He's going to hit some big damage on Peanut there.
You can just feel the tension building. Because the stakes of this game are so high. There's a sleepy trouble bubble, and it does spell trouble for Peanut, who loses half his HP and 1 ability there. But this game can blow open any second.
Yeah. Zeus also has a Tiamat, so he is a full item behind, having built that and Hex Drinker.
Yeah, that's true.
And will only now be building his Phage, and
late flash there from
I
Carrier.
assume will be his first item in Stridebreaker?
Should be, yeah. That's often what Olaf likes to build. Stridebreaker and the Hex Tech Ultimatum thingy, whatever it is. The one that buffs your roll.
Of course.
One of the very few champs that likes that item. It's a lovely little item on him. Is the Herald fight actually going to be started up by T1? This could be huge. The thing to watch out for is Draven passive.
We'll see. Doran's TP is almost up. Zeus is up right now. T1 are just going to walk out with that. And Smash his ult to clear the wave in top. Kallista's not going to get that.
The question is this going to be first tower for T1?
T1 2 objectives. If they can get this tower, the Weaver's Wall invested to stop that Herald's charge.
Doesn't do it. I guess because no one was in it, as the Skarner roll also goes wide, but he gets yoinked straight back onto Tower. Peanut, with a Curse of the Sad Mummy, he only lands on 2. They're really looking for one pick here, T1. They want to kill on this Smash guy, because they know if he gets that gold, then he's going to be so effective with it. The E-Flash from Faker just misses everyone as first tower goes down to Viper.
That is so important for HLE, denying first tower, and denying Smash the cash out.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the Whirling Death up, and that's why Peanut lives, I think.
Yeah. And that would do so much damage right now, obviously, with the way that Draven works. Whirling Death executes at the amount of stacks you have, and you see Smash has 422.
Oh, that is lethal.
Yes. So we see this interaction yet again. Herald just charges straight through that wall.
See, I think if you put that Weaver's Wall just a little bit further forward, so that the Herald can't walk.
Oh, that's smart.
We'll stop it. And, yeah. Peanut bandage toss forward. Gets him in so much trouble.
Oh.
Sleepy trouble bubble not connecting.
It's very close to being Zeka's doom there. But he gets to live another day. His team were not able to trade that tower anyway, and despite getting the Herald, actually lose the first tower.
Yeah, now the feats of strength are quite biased for HLE, who have the first kill.
Objectives looking in favor of T1, though. So it will probably be decided by kills.
But 30 seconds to Drake. If HLE get that, it's evened it up. And then it's a team fight to decide who gets this these feats.
Yeah. A good team fight it will be as Smash maybe looks for an engage angle, uses that, I'm not sure what it's called, the Draven E, to knock the light a little bit further out of position and take half his HP away. Forced to reset now with that support, but he's out of wards anyway, so not too mad about this. Oh, never mind. Whoa, he's immediately, what the hell? Faker! I stopped paying attention for 1 second. I was looking at the items, and then the light just died. Down he goes. Faker finds the angle.
Eviscerated there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smash the Whirling Death back. Could potentially look for something.
That's unfortunate as well that kill does go over to Faker and not Smash where they would have liked it, as the flash is forced there by the waiting tentacles of Ona. Doran's now TP'd in, but the E does miss. No Chakram going to land. In the waiting face of Viper. They don't have the Skarner ultimate, though, and that's a big investment.
Faker's on vision.
He's looking for damage, though. And if he lands it, it's going to be huge.
Yeah, the Paddle Stars doing big damage to everyone.
It's all about how...
The light is back. hostile takeovers available.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna back away for the moment.
4 ultimates up per side here. Look how passively Smash is positioning. He knows that at this point, if he dies, he's going down 400 stacks, and that's such a big deal as the Ignite invested by Faker to do some damage to Peanut.
That's, I think, is just his W. His actual Ignite's coming back up in a moment.
Drake going to be started up by HLE. They would like this for the feats of strength, and we'll see
So
if this
careful
engage
about the
happens here.
Ultimate here.
No ultimate.
There it
Oh, no,
is.
no. There's a Mumu engage. It's a flash ultimate. It's immediately cleansed by Smash as Doran's on the backline there. There's a wish as well to heal all of T1 as the Renata ultimate is going to go... I mean, it's not... Sorry, it's going to go very wide, finding no value there. Peanut. Oh, 1 HP, the Whirling Death! Doran holds his E, and that's the cash out for Smash that T1 needed. 2 kills in the fight. And, sorry, 1 kill in the fight, and it's a lovely kill at that.
And that is so much gold for Smash.
That's... Oh my gosh,
That
that's
is
huge.
unbelievable. He's got the executioners now. I think he gained about 1,000 gold there against 2.5 per stack, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Is 1,019 gold is what he just got.
Unreal.
As we look at the replay of how this fight played out here, I think Peanut just kind of being the engage.
Really good. If Peanut has the flash, maybe he can catch Smash there and make Delight's ultimate worth, but doesn't end up happening.
Look how much damage this Whirling Death ends up doing.
Far forward, and Doran finds Peanut. That's brilliant. So well played.
It's amazing. It kills him on the way out as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't even take
And
2
now-
hits, just 1.
Yeah, and now T1 up on the feats of warfare, and both teams tied on feats of objectives.
This game could break any
long
second
time.
still.
Really could. Wish was invested from Carrier. That just means Ona's a bit too strong to take out. I don't think you can focus the Skarner ever, even if he oversteps like that. It's a bit too hard to kill.
Yeah. And the thing is that despite the fact that Kalista's a priority pick, it's being mitigated by the fact that Smash just has so much more gold because of that passive. 2 items now, and the BF sword for Smash.
Yeah, he's an entire BF sword up.
Zadokon next on the
don't
agenda
know
here for HLE. They have permanent priority here, but they might have face-checked the wrong guy here. Peanut. Neither one of them going to find their first Heartsteel stack of the game.
So we asked the question, what does T1's comp do? And is that it? Is that what it does? It kind of baits out the engage, walks away, and
Slow play.
sees if you can find something on the chase.
Yeah.
It's just poke, right? Between Doran, Faker, and then the follow-up with the Whirling Death.
It's a weird mix of pick and
Is that what
poke.
they play?
Yeah, I think pick,
Yeah.
poke, and outplay. That's how I describe T1's comp here.
I think that was a little bit their comp in Game 3, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did
And
end
it
up
didn't really
not
work
going
out
their
for them.
way, that one. It's Peanut. Forces out Ona's flash off the back of a nice little flick there from Zeka. Smash going to catch the mid-wave. There's that paddle star, but it's going very wide.
Worth noting, Mountain Drake, so valuable for HLE, especially into this kind of a composition. And T1 not yet picking up anything, really. Haven't picked up a dragon, haven't picked up a tower.
Yeah. So despite the fact that last fight is nice and the gold lead definitely blooming, 1.6k. Game
All on
is
Smash, too.
yeah. The game is dead even.
Yeah. Zeo's still up about a kill worth of gold on Doran. Trying to chip away at these side towers, but not going to get there yet.
And I think the value of Olaf in this comp versus what T1 has is so apparent. We're hopefully going to see it in a couple fights. It's just Ragnarok rampaging around the backline. There's nothing really to lock him down. Not enough damage, I don't think, if Zeus gets particularly fed. So see how he plays it.
Delight, I wonder if he goes for the Mikhails at any point here. Can just cleanse his ADC or his mid laner if they get caught. And that can be so valuable. Or Peanut as well. Because if you can cleanse the Amumu, get the Curse of the Sad Mummy, and then follow it up with the hostile takeover, that will win you a fight.
And finally some value on T1 for T1 around the map there. Taking out at top tier 1. Bit of a pat on the back.
Doran's happy with that. Putting a bit of gold onto that Akali. Get him just back and relevant in this game.
Gold lead now.
You do need something to lead.
Yeah. Goldie now looking at 2K. So it has grown somewhat since I last checked that out. Is Atacon is being started up by HLE?
This is the first time we've seen it on bot. First time we've really seen traditional lanes for any significant part.
Atacon it's a complete porcupine right now. Viper's got 10,000 spears in it. They're not going to flip this T1. They're going to force him out. As Zeka got to mid prior and all members of T1, they have to respond to this Atacon threat, so they're going to drop a mid-wave as Peanut might find the engage. Sleepy Trouble Bubble going to land on him. Doran in the backline getting one shot by Viper. Peanut forced out of the pit now. And so Atacon flip back on the menu here for HLE, but that's a massive hostile takeover. And hostility is definitely the intention. As Smash goes down, they do claim the voracious Atacon buff, but at what cost here? T1, they might lose all 5 members. As Zeus now rampaging through the backline does not have the Ragnarok anymore. So he's not going to be able to catch these last remaining members. Potentially Carrier will go down, but Zeka definitely not going to be able to catch Doran.
Oh no!
I take it back. I take it all back. Doran might go. Oh god, I cursed him. I did it. I'm so sorry, Doran. I'd like to apologize to Doran and his family unless he wins this. Okay, I cursed him.
Okay, that's all of the Atacon's burn, but it's feats of warfare and feats of monster hunting, because none of those kills count on T1, and they did get Peanut.
Yeah, you're right.
So, the gold lead falls a bit, but they gain feats of strength.
And they deny Atacon, crucially. They lose a team fight, they get a bunch of resources from HLE, and they deny Atacon.
They do deny Atacon. And the wish there, so important by Carrier. It's not enough. I don't know if this is really the pathing he wants to take there.
Yeah, Flash is as well invested as we take a stock of the summoner spells.
Smash still has Atacon.
Wow.
He died before it happened. That's actually kind of valuable.
That is really nice. This Mountain Drake is extremely valuable, as you said before. But how are T1 going to enter?
I don't know that they can here. Doran's on bot wave. I think they're just giving this. I think they're going to Soul Point.
Yeah, some damage found on Delight there, but that's all it's going to be is damage. No real lethality behind it. No intention. Is the mid wave going to be stopped proactively this time by Zeka? The cannon going to make its way around. You idiot cannon minion.
That is very much an LCK minion.
Yeah, LPL minion walks through the Talia wall. Breaks it, probably.
And, Doran gonna pick up a nice tower bot.
Yeah, it's nice little pickup for T1, and it's crazy. They just got ace, and look at the gold.
Yeah. It is rough playing against an Atacon, even now.
But the question...
Baron is live.
Yeah. I was going to say, the question is, despite the fact that this gold lead exists, HLE were at this gold deficit last time they played a fight with T1, and last time they played a fight with T1, they stomped him. It wasn't close. So maybe, HLE, they're not too concerned.
I think the key here is going to be whether Smash can get his third item online, and if he can be peeled in fights a bit better, because that was appalling.
Yeah.
I mean, Ono obviously had to sit on that objective to take it, but yeah, Smash got eliminated immediately.
It's also true that without Cleanse, without Mikhail's, if a hostile takeover lands on Smash, he's going to start absolutely one-tapping his teammates.
And there it is.
Third item acquired.
The Infinity Edge is picked up. He's going to start chunking people if he hits them with... If he crits on any auto attack, he is going to do about half your health.
So who's your money on right now?
I think the burden of execution is on T1.
Yeah.
But I trust them. They do have to walk in and take this next fight on Drake. So HLE have a positional advantage. Do T1 Psycho play the Baron, though? That is what I'd expect of them.
There's a lot of damage on Smash, so if they choose it, it will die quickly. Mid-tower, I think, is something they'll want before they start thinking about that as what you would think. It's because it's what makes sense. But T1, they don't make sense. Instead, what they do is they start Baron at 29 minutes of the game in a 5v5 scenario without mid-tier 1.
They managed to spot out the ward that Hanwha have there. And they're going to back away.
Now they're sitting on a control ward. I don't know if HLE know that T1's off the Baron yet. Seems like they do. You still got to be wary of the fact that T1 can just start it up at any second. They're known for doing that.
Doran's got to reset and go match their spot. But both of these top laners are going to have their TPs for this fight.
So 4v4 it is. Mid-tier 1 on both sides impenetrable.
Defending these so well.
Peanut maybe finds the engage. He's trying to take out that control, and the skirmish for vision control is just getting more and more dangerous for these teams. Any mistake, any slip up, however slight, might result in a Baron buff for the enemy team.
Faker's got to fish for a trouble bubble. Try and find a way that Owner can get on top of them without being dodged, being sidestepped, being flashed. Otherwise, he's just too deep and there's no follow-up.
Now the summoner spells as well, because it's been so long since our last proper fight. Smash now with 200 Draven stacks. That's a 600 gold cash out. Double sums up for everyone on T1. And almost everyone for HLE.
Importantly, that's a 200 health execute as well.
Yeah. Did HLE drop mid tower? No. The light's there in time. It's 1 minute 19 seconds till this gets sketchy for T1. Because that's when the question can be asked. Do you want Drake or do you want Baron? And what do you think T1's answer is?
I think they have to play this Drake. And I think it's getting harder and harder to do that as they fail to force this tier 1 down. Also worth noting, Terminus is online for Viper. He's building up towards his wit's end. He's going to start actually doing some damage to Owner.
Yeah. And
Not arriving in force to defend this.
neither team really wants to drop this.
That's the Impale gone.
Skarner ultimate. I haven't seen it get any value this game. I don't think Owner knows his ranges. I think he might have been trying to R-flash maybe. Could have found value like that, but
I think he got handshake by Delight there.
yeah, it could have been it. I'm not sure if you can R-flash on Skarner, but if you can, then that could have been the angle.
Flash off.
You can flash out, yeah. 20 seconds now until the Mountain Drake T1 have to work their way into the spot side river.
I'm not sure, I might be ahead of you, but Peanut just deftly sidestepped.
Yeah, he Bluetoothed
that.
that. That was crazy. I think you're like half a second ahead. Look at the skirmish in mid now. Both these teams, they want to fight. They can see it in each other's eyes. This is the game-deciding moment. Whatever happens on this dragon could be going down in history is the reason the T1 or HLE are sat on the couch while Genji and the other go international.
HLE are going to start it up. They've got two people on it.
It's hidden. I don't think T1 know about this. Owner is the first to the pit there. And he's the guy with Smite. Doran now figuring out what's going on in Zeus, the cheeky little bastard. He's in trouble. He needs his team to come over. They have a blast gun. They can come over and force, and they do exactly that. Peanut lands a two-man ultimate. They turn on Doran, but he goes golden. Smash now on the right side, taking no damage. But Zeus is on top of him. He's full Ragnaroked out. There's the Renata W to try and save his life, but he goes down. And now T1, they have their damage. It's fully peeled. Viper gets taken out by Smash, and the ADC duel is winning by T1. There we go. This is the fight they needed to break the game open, and that is T1 taking out the Mountain Drake and taking a very convincing position in this game.
Wish keeps them alive for so long. Doran and Owner both stunned up by the engage there. But Smash gets so much uptime, flashes over the wall to save his life from Zeus, and then Blast Cone's back in to kill Viper, kill Zeka, kill Delight. And that's it. They're going to look to end.
Oh my god, can they end here? Is this the T1 Classic?
Game.
Is this the game? Did T1 just send HLE home? Through all the drama of this series, HLE, they've looked good the entire time. There's a cleanse. Sorry, massive damage on the Amumu. He's just trying to clear the wave. But T1, they've got other goals in mind here. Peanut, he's trying to delay them, desperately trying to make space for his team, and he succeeded. Delight's alive.
Do they get the Baron still? HLE have to rush in here. They don't have tools. They don't have the hostile takeover. They don't have the Kalista ultimate.
There's still a chance. HLE, they can play this.
I would like to cut to live.
We'll see the replay first here as Doran going golden is pretty much what saves the fight. Watch Smash here. This is the entire fight for T1. He plays it so well, flashes over the wall the second the Olaf gets W'd.
Carrier gets so much healing off there as well. He heals Smash just enough to keep him alive in the 1v1. The ultimate gets a lot of value. And are T1 going to be denied this? Yes.
No way.
Okay.
No way.
They just take it.
It's gone.
HLE just spent too long pushing, and they're punished for it.
Damn. That's a big deal in terms of the game.
Yeah, they thought they could end, and they just couldn't.
There's the heroics.
And now, this game's back on.
Yeah, in a big way.
Goodness.
I think the thing is that as much as that fight looked good for T1, it was really just Smash. He 1v9'd it. And you can't trust him to have another 1v9 fight. I mean, you can, right? He's good. But to play it that well 2 fights in a row, to put your team on your back in that capacity versus players the caliber of HLE.
And to use resources like that, he doesn't have Flash for a while. Doesn't have Cleanse. He used that to stay alive when Amumu got on top of him as they were trying to end.
Yeah.
They're not going to be options for them.
There's no Mikhails on Soraka too, so a fight for HLE, I mean, it could end the game if they win a fight really hard.
Yeah. There's a 9-stack Dark Seal for Faker. Had a Blighted Gem there.
That's scary.
Yeah, he is going to be building up towards his 4th item relatively soon. 700 gold lead, but currently the same itemization as Zeka. So we have to expect that he will have that 4th soon.
And you saw the value of the Olaf in that last fight as well. The stronger he gets,
Yeah.
the scarier that Olaf sprinting at your ADC gets. And if he doesn't have Flash, I think Smash is in a lot of trouble.
And unfortunately for Smash, it's not the safest pick for late game. You know, it does fall off quite significantly, and the Callista doesn't. It scales out of this world. As now, Built the Giants belt is going to be moving towards that Jack show,
Yeah.
and gets harder to kill.
God, if HLE win from here, they're going to be written about in history books. They're going to be sung about.
I think Smash is building up towards the Guardian Angel with his BF sword there.
He's going to need that. You can see Zeus, he's locked on Smash. His eyes only for that one ADC player.
There is a 6 gold difference between the top laners at this point.
Jesus. It's 479 in mid, and that's, I mean, for this point in the game, it's tiny little. The ADC items don't even matter at this point, really. It's just the
Smash is
GA.
full build. Smash is full build, and there's still another 2,200 in it for Viper's build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the
Not sure
point,
how close he is.
yeah. At the point where they're both full build, though, you're right. You're so right. Smash, he's going to have trouble, and Callista's just not how tanky it is. It's going to be hard for T1 to find any value on it. And Zoe falls off hard, way to the game goes.
I think one of the things T1's happy about is that the Skarner is so dangerous at this point in the game. And if it lands on Viper, if it lands on Zeka, if it lands on Zeus before he ults, because I don't think he can ult out of the... Oh, sorry, we're in a fight.
There's 22 seconds till Drake spawns, so you'd expect that a fight's going to break out any second here. Zeus caught out by Doran with the shuriken flip there on the top side. As Ona gets handshook into the backline, but he's getting one shot there. Viper misses the rend, and Ona's going to live. Now Viper does not have E for the fight. Ona barely lives. The Soraka healing's too much. The wish is good, and the carrier almost gets one shot by the hostile takeover. Smash is extremely hostile towards his support, and is now a Ragnarocking Olaf in the backline. Is destroying all of T1. Down they go, one by one by one by one, and then all at once T1. They're just corpses in the river. It's bloody, it's messy, and HLE are on top.
Doran is the only one to get a kill. Manages to find Peanut, but HLE is going to walk away with the Drake and the Soul. Unreal. And that's Guardian Angel down for Smash. He's not going to have that in the next fight.
And that's even with Viper missing the rend on Ona. Viper didn't play that properly.
He didn't. Ono got no value, though. He got handshook forward, stunned up, and yeah, let's watch the start of this fight again, please.
Can you? Are you in the replay already?
I'm just getting to it now.
Okay. Pause like
Let me know when I'm...
half a second. I'll let you know, Amumu. Amumu ult. Just then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the Wish keeps Ono alive. All of the Skarner healing. It's just more than Viper was expecting. It is fair enough. He has to back away there when the Sleepy Bubble hits him, but look at how much damage Zeus gets.
Is insane.
And when we saw his damage stats after the fight there, so impactful.
He's ridiculous. He's so good. And the Olaf in this composition, as we keep saying, it's so impactful. It's so potent. Now there's a Mountain Soul on HLE, and you got to be thinking in Faker's shoes right now. How do you got to be feeling?
Yeah. And before that fight, Zeus and Doran had the exact same gold. Doran picks up a kill, and still Zeus is almost 2k in the lead now. Oh my god. So...
And it was hard to kill before. This Olaf, it just gets stronger. T1 going to be kicking themselves. When they tried to end, they could have taken the Baron. They could have been clinical with it. Now the game's slipping away just like that. They're going to need a miracle.
Smash has sold his GA for Quicksilver Sash. Won't have the Merc Scepter just yet.
30 seconds on the Baron. So my voice is... we're in trouble.
We are indeed. Carrier, the Elixir of Iron, waiting for that fight to kick off, knows it's going to be the last of this game, of this series. And potentially of the LCK Cup for him.
And he'd really hate that. T1, not one to be sent home from an international tournament. It's not something you see. T1 not making an international event, not being top 2 in the LCK. They hold themselves to an extremely high standard as now the Baron spawns. And the cards have to be put on the table. Who's going to break?
And for me, there's just no one to blame on T1. This game has looked so good from all of them. I think
they've been kept out. The Weaver's Wall, they're being kept out. The Baron's going to get stolen away here. HLE, they steal the Baron away, and now they look for the counter engage. Although T1, they've played it good. They've dodged everything. There's no bandage toss less on Peanut. He can't find a good engage angle. Potentially, if Ona finds a good impale, this fight could be over in a matter of instance. As Smash has a good angle there. There's the impale one too. Curse of the Sad Mummy, not going to find Smash, but there's a Ragnarok now hitting Carrier on the backline who's dead. Wish did get off before he dies with the flash over the wall from Zeus. Sorry, from Smash is going to keep him alive for just a little bit as Viper claims the life of Doran, and now 3 members of T1 go down.
It is good. It's well played by Ona to sit in the back of the pit for so long with the impale. It forces HLE to stay out, but as soon as that goes down, they're just so happy to counter engage there. And the hostile takeover is so impactful in that fight.
Are HLE going to win this game?
I think they are.
This is looking...
It's
looking like a win.
They can end.
How do you play this? What happened, T1? This game
How is one of these teams going home before Nongshim?
I know.
That's what
How is it T1?
Peanuts 0-5-3. He has not had the best series.
He's getting carried through it as we take a look at the replay. The Weaver's Wall that kicked it all off.
And they don't have vision in the pit. They can't send it forward.
Faker Z's pretty sloppy, yeah.
They just can't get in. Smash can never hit them.
Look at this impale here from
Throws
Ona.
the well in depth forward, but it's not enough.
Actually, it's
and when the Ragnarok is down on the back line, there's so little Smash can do about it.
Yeah. Ona got hand shook into that impale there, by the way. Delight. Hostile took over himself for a second. Played for the enemy team and got him and his ADC impaled. Didn't matter, though.
Yeah, it's so hard for T1 to play, and they don't scale much harder than this.
Yep.
Doran's not having the easiest time getting picks.
And for the first time properly in this game, HLE, they're looking at a gold lead, and it's a big one. Or an important one.
Yeah. And how do you play this if you're Draven and Zoe against a Mountain Soul?
That's so hard. It is so hard here for T1. Now's when the mistakes start running through your mind, thinking about potentially places you could have ended the game, but no time to think about that because there's a Weaver's Wall in the backline. HLE looking to end this game now. There's a flash from Ona. And Doran now under pressure there. Zeus holding onto the Ragnarok, still has the Ghost. Doran has ultimate as well. He goes golden in the backline there as Viper's flash forward there on Smash. Smash is the target and he goes down immediately. Doran now has so much to do, but not enough HP to do it. He takes out Viper, who goes into his Zhonya's as a Ragnarok running through the front line of T1. Zoe goes down and so does Carrier. All 5 members of T1 cleaved in an instant. Half of them by Zeus and the other half by Viper. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen. T1 go down in 5 games to HLE. And they're going to go home.
Unbelievable. That was fantastic. HLE managed to win that game off the back of a terrible decision by T1 to try to end it. They'd lose the Baron. And HLE stick around to make that Drake stacking play work.
You see Zeus acknowledging his former teammates, understanding that he's just run through them and carried his team to a win. That was Zeus. Zeus differential, that game, on the Olaf.
Yeah. If this is the Hanwha that goes up against Genji Esports, I think I am fairly confident in their ability to play it.
Yeah. It's not like T1 looked bad. T1 looked good.
Yeah.
They look really good.
Yeah. I would love to see both of these teams advance. Man, that sucks.
Do you think that's the last time we ever see Smash? Are we seeing him in April?
I doubt it.
Or are we seeing Goomer in April?
I think they need the carry, right? Like, they need a carry ADC.
Man, it's tough. It is mind-boggling to me that T1 is now going home.
Yep.
And Nongshim is chilling. Nongshim gets to fight DK now.
They got the double elimination, dude. They got hit once, and then they were like, yeah, we have to fight.
Wait.
What was it? They beat DRX?
Yeah. Can I... I'm just thinking about how the bracket goes here. DK are going to pick Nongshim. That's what's going to happen. Which means that HLE Genji happens. Which means that either HLE or Genji is also getting sent home. So we are getting DK...
At least Nongshim gets sent home at the same time.
Yeah. We are getting DK and Genji or HLE. That's what we're getting as the Korean
That's gonna be the
representatives.
final.